Now, I know I look like Venom, but in reality, trash pandas, I'm Breadpool. I'll be doing the craft services and catering for all the parties that they have for the Deadpool Wolverine premiere, and my mask's falling off, so I better go ahead and do this shit.
Well, hello, boys and girls.
Hi.
What a wonderful day it is today in our money-based economy. Well, sit back and relax and get ready for the guy who's about to ruin everything.
I'm puzzled. Are you really seriously suggesting that Jesus Christ was a mushroom?
Wayne, Jesus was a mushroom Roberts.
Yes. You are dealing with a secret cult, a secret society.
Welcome to Waning Interest.
Welcome to the Waning Interest Podcast, number 135. Holy balls of shit. April 26, 2024, the Babbling Dabbler, the smallest click on the internet, the too much hair, pinball brain in your favorite machine. It's like a diary or a book, but not as stale or coherent. From a more mentally challenged Forrest Gump, or if Mikey and Mouth from the Goonies played a lot of bareback leapfrog, and then and we were there. Patreon, Twitter. Oh, we got a new Facebook page. Check out the Waning Interest Podcast Facebook page. Careful of your DMs. Susie's the one that runs it. Twitter, Instagram, yeah, all that shit. Did I say Patreon? Of course I did.
Maybe.
Hey, who's that? Oh, it's, what'd that say?
It's me. Wait.
I was, again, I don't know why. Normally that's the first thing I do is look at your name. I just saw the arrow thing. I'm like, I'm gonna get to that because I'm trying to, I was doing my arts and crafts, putting my eyes on. Oh, shit, did I do it right? Is it too low?
It's perfect.
Well, no, I can't see.
It's
I can't
great.
see a fucking thing. Oh, I just watched, that reminds me, I just rewatched, I think I mentioned it on 134,
Godfather?
Django
Django.
Unchained. Also The Godfather, yeah. But Django and that whole scene with Don Johnson and Tarantino, who never takes off his mask, and Jonah Hill and a bunch of other guys when they're doing the whole KKK thing, and they're gonna go get Jamie Foxx and Christoph Waltz, and they're all bitching about because they can't see out of their fucking masks. And then it all gets blamed on one dude's wife. Well, Jenny did her best.
Hilarious.
Are we wearing the masks or not? Anyway,
So wait, is your TV working again?
it's not working. No, it's not back to what it was. It's still doing the half dark thing. It's still, it's still a mulatto.
Oh well.
It's okay at night, but during the day it sucks.
Yeah.
It was like last night I went to sleep watching Godfather 2 and fell asleep right after intermission. I made it all the way to intermission, and then I think it was about 10 minutes after intermission I fell out. So I went back and, I finished it this morning. And then, and it was much more difficult because it was brighter. And then I watched, I gotta take back. No, it's not about taking it back. It's an addendum to, how most people shit on Godfather 3.
Mm-hmm.
The original cut, I still kind of understand, but I think this was the first time I watched it. It may have been the second, but it's been a long time. I watched Coda, The Death of Michael Corleone, where it was a different edit. And yeah, I gotta say, I don't know. It's fucking great, especially compared to the way they're making movies today. It's a fucking masterpiece, even though it's Godfather 3.
Okay, good to know. Maybe I'll watch that one.
Go ahead, yeah, watch the Coda one. It's on Paramount Plus. I went ahead, somehow I got the free trial again. I know I did it like a year ago at least, but I got the free trial again, so... Because the first Godfather is free on YouTube right now. and that's why I've watched it like 5 times,
Hmm.
or not 5 times, like 4 times in the last week. Rewatched it 5 times. Anyway, I was like, all right, man, now I got to see 2 again. It's been a while. And so I went ahead and did the free trial for Paramount Plus, and that's why I went ahead and jumped to the Coda one after that. Anyway, hey, it's all about The Godfather tonight on Friday. Something. Hey,
All right.
I guess there's the subtitle for tonight's podcast, Godfather.
I'm
Maybe
gonna
that'll,
try that.
maybe
Get
that'll,
some views.
yeah, that'll help garner. Let's talk about Manson for like a minute, and then I can put Manson in the title, and that'll garner views.
There you go. Now you can add it.
Boom. Chale, chale, chale. Anyway,
See?
it's true. Go ahead. What?
No, I just said see. Jess.
Did you say? Would you say you have you watched The Outlaw Josie Wells yet? Oh my god. Oh my.
Okay, how long is the movie?
Jesus Christ.
Crazy.
How long is the movie?
Fucking crazy.
How long is the movie?
Yeah.
Let's say it's about 1,000th of the time it's been since you were supposed to watch it.
Okay.
I think it's just over 2 hours. I think it's just over
Oh,
2
man.
hours. And I sent you a thing. What was it that I sent you? Didn't I? I sent you something.
You sent me so many things.
That's true. I send you a lot of things.
Fucking crazy.
Oh my god.
No, I sent you. I sent you. Didn't I send you something about with? It's got a video of a whole bunch of people talking about how great Outlaw Josie Wales is. Josie Wales is.
Oh yes.
I did
Yes.
send you that.
I know.
Me memories. Well, no, it was just a little push. I was just
So
trying to
many
remember.
people. So many people like Clint Eastwood. I gotta, just gotta watch.
So you never even saw. You say you've never seen a Clint Eastwood movie at all.
Not unless he was something modern that wasn't like one of those cowboy movies.
So
I don't know.
you never
I
saw
didn't see the baby.
Any Which Way You Can, Every Which Way But Loose, the
Any
with
which way but loose.
with the
Isn't
orangutan, Clyde.
yes? Is that like what's the comedian's name? The funny guy. Wasn't it a funny guy on that movie? What was his name?
Was it? No,
Burt Reynolds. Was that a Burt Reynolds movie? Any which way but loose.
no, it was a Clint Eastwood movie.
Oh
But
well, I know.
they did a movie together finally called City Heat. It didn't do that well, but it was in the 80s.
I know I saw Any Which Way But Loose, but I was a kid and I saw it because my parents saw it. I remember the orangutan.
Yeah.
By the way, that orangutan is at an ape sanctuary that is here in Florida.
Still alive? The same.
The family. Well, there was
There was.
maybe
Was
not
it?
now. This was a while back.
Oh, there
when
was
when
two. I
was
don't
there.
think they. I think in the second movie it was a different one.
Well, one of them is I don't know if that one is still alive, but I had a patient who owns an ape sanctuary, and she took me through it. She has Michael Jackson's bubbles, and
Get
she
out.
had and she has the orangutan from Any Which Way But Loose. One of them. Yeah, because when they use them for the movies after that, they those poor animals like. So she takes them in. She has, apes from all around the world that most of them were used in like circuses and movies and yeah.
It's like it's their own retirement home.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ! Everybody retires and retires in Florida. Humans, monkeys, alligators. Yeah, my one of my ex-girlfriends, Christina, the one with the story with the mushroom and the accidental dick pic.
Yeah.
Her parents' dog at the time. What the hell, man? That's so long ago. I can't remember the name of that dog. The dog only had one tooth. It was a little Chihuahua, and it was cool. But it was like it was a normal Chihuahua where it would just flip on you, a little psycho. It'd be all cool, and all of a sudden, you're petting it, and it says, and then all of a sudden, fuck you. But it was funny, it was funny when it did it because it tickled because the little shit had no teeth.
Uh-huh.
Um, anyway, that dog came from Universal Studios. It was one of the dogs, it was one of the animals in the animal show at Universal where they had the whole thing where they had birds and shit. And
Yeah.
one time that dog got picked up, got grabbed by a hawk. I guess it was I think it was a hawk, and got fucking out of the yard. And then the fucking hawk, I guess this was back when it had teeth apparently, and and then fucking got dropped and lived and dropped like many feet.
Wow.
Maybe that was why I was so psycho. I had a head injury.
Possible traumatic brain injury. Hey, the guy that punched me had a traumatic brain injury, so that's very plausible.
Mm. Oh, what the
Oh
hell?
my gosh.
I was hoping at this point I remember the name of that dog. Not Trixie.
Oh, let's call him Steve.
Okay, cool. Bread pool. The shit that I pull. I was gonna say the shit that I pull out of my ass. Didn't mean that. And right before fucking hitting live. Like, what am I gonna do for a cold open? What am I gonna do?
Can we
And then I
recreate?
remembered you saying something, reminding me that I did that stupid little video on my own, talking to myself, where I
Yeah,
pulled
yeah.
the beanie down over my head, that Deadpool, and I thought you were talking about one of the whips, and I went skimming through, going, what? Because on iMovie, I can just go, and I can see all the stuff, and I can see when things happen. That's how I find laughter. That's how I find clips. I don't listen. I just go to where I'm going like this, or I can see smiles. Oh, that must be something funny. Boom. And it's shit. I get 4 or 5 of them before I even get past the first hour. Anyway, I went skimming through 2 of them, going, I never saw me pull my fuck. I never saw me do this shit. What the hell is she talking about? Which one? Anyway, I remembered that, and then went, oh, I could. Yeah, if I didn't do it on the whip here or there, I just did it. But I went and I did arts and crafts first. I mean, that's like 2 minutes before showtime. I went and did that shit. I was smoking a cigarette, and I went,
Good job.
oh, go get some paper. And I went and got some tape. What do you say? Sounds like a Glock.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, I thought you were loading your Glock.
Fuck, that didn't sound as good as it did earlier.
Mm-mm.
Thanks.
That's a tiny Glock. The water gun version.
Shit.
Pin. Little dance there.
That should be
The river dance.
I gotta trim that a little more. That should be for your punchlines.
With
Okay.
a head pin. Little dance there. Yeah, the river dance.
Because I've got that. What the hell, man? What was it that gave? I don't even know. They didn't even tell me what the hell gave us the copyright. Whichever one that was.
Yeah, I don't know.
Didn't even tell me. They just stick it on there.
And then what? It just stays on there, or what? What do
Yeah.
they do?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And I guess it becomes, I don't know. I don't even know. Because normally the only copyright shit that I get is, with the Lord's rehearsals that I do, but they're private. They're not even, available. But those get hit just because they can, I guess that's from the sound. I mean, they can hear it and automatically gets tagged.
That's so stupid. How do so many people just like record themselves, singing a song, and they'll do the full song?
But I guess because you can't see on other people's pages, I guess.
Mhm.
But I guess everybody gets copywritten, even anybody that does at least for those videos.
But they don't take them down.
They won't take them down. It's just, I guess. Well, sometimes they do, I guess. Sometimes, like mine was the one time that I got hit for playing the Cletus T. Judd video, which I played it without sound, but they hit me for that, and they just kept that whip down for like 5 days, and then it popped back up. Shit, I didn't even have a dick joke for that. I don't. Oh, shit. I didn't have it rolled right. Yeah.
You scared me, Juan. He scares me like all the time, like not on purpose, but he just walks in somewhere really quiet and I turn around and he's like there. I'm like, what? Sarah does that to me too.
I did it. I would do it on purpose. My dad and I used to do that to each other, and I had to stop after a while ago because I went, I'm going to give this guy a fucking heart attack. and then I was always, and then all of a sudden it was a fun tensity. It wasn't a coming through the door going, oh shit, this is just, it wasn't like that at all. So we were a couple of goofballs. That's why I'm just like him. Sorry, world. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
There was more of a funny tension. It was more like that. Oh man, I got to be careful every time I come out of that bathroom. Like, right there. What you doing, boy? Yeah. Anyway, where was I going? Oh, I was going to say something more about The Godfather. So that was the other part of watching The Godfather this morning when I went back up, when I stuck it back up.
Mm-hmm.
I actually put it before the intermission. I went back before the intermission, just for the hell of it, because fuck, it's The Godfather 2. Who cares? You can fucking watch it from any point. Prefer the beginning, but it's a long one in the movie too, so I didn't want to, thanks Neil, do all that. So, and just as, I don't know, I think it'd been 5-10 minutes after I hit play again, and then I'm just sitting there and I'm scrolling through Twitter, and the Neil Rogers radio dude on Twitter puts up, "It's Friday, you bastards," with a picture of Michael
I reposted that. Yeah.
as he's kissing Fredo, going, "I know it was you. You broke my heart." And I'm like, dude, I'm almost to intermission.
Oh, where is it? I have it.
Oh, yeah. Stick it up there, mama. Ooh.
I know.
Shit. Where's my
thing? I saw it and I reposted it today.
I couldn't remember if that was up. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he stuck that up. His picture was a little different. It was more of a side angle. It almost like an outtake. The picture that he used, but yeah, it's from that right there.
Mm-hmm.
You broke my heart. Do you remember how he figured it out?
I will if I think back to it.
Hurry up, okay.
It had something to do with a woman. There's always something to do with a woman, right?
You're cold. You're warm.
I don't remember. Tell me.
But no, he had earlier said when he first arrived in Cuba with the $2 million, he had he told Michael that he didn't know Johnny Ola, and he'd never met Johnny Ola, and he'd never met Hyman Roth, and then Michael gave him the gig of being the party guy for all the folks that they were hanging with.
That's right, yeah.
And then when they go to the thing with the the dirty show, Fredo's a little drunk and he slips and he's like, "Oh yeah, Johnny Ola showed me this place, and yeah, he and Hyman Roth love this, blah blah blah." And Michael's like, God damn, such a great fucking movie, man. So insane. So good. And the back and forth, the way they went back and forth with showing Vito younger and De Niro, it was just, even
Yeah.
though I don't like him anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Good
But
God. That's the other hard part about rewatching some of these movies. I don't fucking like these people anymore. I don't want to. Ugh.
I know. You just got to forget that it's them, I guess. It's what I have to do.
I do my best.
Salute.
I need more. I need more. Hold on. I can't find my cannabis. Hold on.
Oh, Lord.
Jesus.
You
I need
know.
those glasses, man. Oh, there it is.
You know, ever since you got those binoculars, I find that you are losing things more often.
For fun.
That's what it is.
What was I? Now you just made me think of something else I just saw. Somebody was talking about their dad used to carry around a magnifying glass because he wouldn't wear glasses, and he would just. What the fuck was I just watching that said that? Somebody said that. I don't know, it was very recent, like yesterday.
Mhm.
Maybe today. What is? Oh, it's Friday. It's Friday, so light up your J. Is it 20 after yet? Yeah, well, 22. That's enough.
9:31.
Oh, I was looking. Oh,
You're
see,
looking at
I
the
got
time.
yeah. I look at the recording time.
Yeah.
21, 48, 49, 50, 51.
Let's do this for the rest of this podcast. Um. So they didn't use reading glasses. They would maybe the reading glasses weren't strong enough, so they had to use a magnifying glass.
Who was saying that? I'm
You
not
know what
going
I
through my
do?
YouTube. I know it was on my YouTube.
If it's something I can't read, oh man, I'm gonna say it. All right, if it's something I can't read, I take a picture of it with my phone and then I zoom in on the picture. All right, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
I used to have to do that with barcodes at a gig that I had because I couldn't see the fucking things.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they wouldn't scan. Then you'd have to punch it in. So then that's what I would have to do because I couldn't see it. So I'd have to take a picture and punch in. And wait a minute, 1, 2, quattro.
Already? We just started.
Oh, I got started early.
Yeah, I see.
Could see? Couldn't you tell?
Your eyes are on the top of your head.
Of course they are. They're everywhere. Because I can't see the goddamn thing. Oh yeah, it's my third eye. There you go. My pineal gland. I really can't. I can't. Just like I can't stand when people say all of a sudden. I can't stand when people pronounce it pineal gland. It's pineal, like the pine cone. Just like I can't stand. Oh, and that's the thing. You think you get it right. Speaking of The Godfather Part 2. Oh, I said speaking again. Of as they're in Cuba, as we find out that that's where they are at because the president or whatever his title was, he was announcing and welcoming all the people that were there for this gathering or whatever, and he says Cuba. I'm like, what?
That's probably an American actor. That's why.
That's probably why.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't actually shoot in Cuba.
Of course not.
Oh shit, that was funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jinx fucking sent me that.
So yeah, they changed the quantity from 25 to 50. I guess it was in demand, or it wasn't. Which one? Could it be?
I just like how you punched in like for both of us.
Well, you
couldn't-
can't see the 50.
I couldn't have read those 6599 if you hadn't have done that either.
Are you serious? I
Not
like
when
how
it-
it says Neo.
Yes, the Neo, of course I see. I see Neo everywhere, but and right hand. Is that what the RH is for? Right hand?
I don't know because I have no clue what this is. What is this thing?
Fuck if I know either. It looks like the bottom of an electric engine. I have no idea.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Mr. Jinx.
Yeah. I don't know, but I thought it was hilarious. So quantity 50. Yeah, no. Found out there's more.
Maybe somebody returned 25 of them, so they had to put it back up to 50. We don't need this whip, whatever this is.
Oh, that's making me remember that I'm adopted. What?
All right. We got some. You know what I enjoy is how you talk to the deers. I'm gonna call them deers. I'm gonna call them deers from now on.
Oh, you mean this one?
Oh,
Those are the best.
look at these freeloading sons of... Oh, maybe they're girls.
Would have to be.
What's up? You see me, I see you.
Yeah, the one was looking. The one looked, and then two more popped along. I never went and figured that shit out.
Every time I turn the camera off, he does something kind of funny. You should have seen the way he or she just slammed their front hooves one at a time. Boom, boom, into the ground like, let's hook on. And of course, the camera wasn't fucking rolling.
Oh, and then I turned the camera though.
What?
Like that.
What? Boom. Like that. Oh, look at that ear go up the way it did.
Yeah, this is like Animal Planet.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's what do you got?
Fuck you, ground. Fuck you, ground. I didn't do anything. Why does that pipe look like it's not even attached to what it's supposed to be attached to? Huh. Guess we'll find out when the fucking house floods.
I bet the deer knocked it down. Sorry, the deers.
I hadn't seen that since I said it to you.
Hilarious. So they can see you?
They must be able to see me through the glass window. Yeah,
Yeah, because they look right at you.
Yeah. Well, a lot of times it happens where they notice I'm there right away is because I fuck up and I forget to hit video. And then I'll, have it on them, and then I'll go boom, and it'll flash. Because fuck, I didn't put it on video. Because the video, the light, the shit, that doesn't happen.
You think it's the same dudes all the time?
It's certainly the same circular family. It has to be. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just assume.
They look the same, but, they all look the same to me. I'm kind of racist with deers.
What the hell, yo? Why didn't it play? Very unhappy with the timing of that bullshit.
I know.
Because I hit fucking play and I must
We
not.
need a 360. I'm going to start a GoFundMe. I'll post it on the Facebook.
Oh. Look at these freeloading sons of...
So I wonder if the stomping thing, have you ever seen dogs when they do the, where they're it's kind of establishing territory. Have you ever seen them do that after they pee and then they like kick usually the males do that. So I wonder if that's I'm establishing my territory.
When they've just taken a shit and they're just looks like they're kind of trying to cover it.
No, from what I understand, it's like a territory thing, and it's only the males who do that. The female dogs don't do that, as far as I know. So maybe that was a male, the one that was stomping.
Young little buck. I don't know when it is that they start getting their antlers and start doing that, start turning into the the ones that get shot all the time.
Mhm.
Right? I think that's the ones. The only one. I think that's the ones you're supposed to hit.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea. I was never a hunter. I only went once. I think I was 12
Mm-hmm.
or 11. 11 or 12. Anyway, I was fucking freezing, sitting still, and I just got pointed. And I don't want to shoot a fucking deer. I don't want to
Yeah,
watch them shoot a deer either.
I know.
And I went, I'm done. But I'd do it if I had to.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I'd be fucked after that because I have no idea what to do after.
Yeah, exactly.
But that used to be a thing back when I was a kid around here. You go down people's roads, go down a road with a bunch of houses, and like every other house might have a deer hanging from the tree in their front yard.
Mm-hmm.
Bleeding out or whatever, getting
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-mm. The closest I ever got to that was going with my father and my grandfather to pick out a pig for Christmas Eve, because we cook it like for a whole day. Like my dad had a thing like in the ground, kind of like the Hawaiians do,
Yeah,
where we
yeah,
cook it. Yeah,
pig roast.
yeah. So, but
We used to
we
do that.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a box that you put in the ground. Like my dad would he would dig the hole and put everything in there, and they would cook the pig in there. So, but you go like to a farm and you pick a pig and they slaughter it there. But I stayed in the car. I was like this. I was only like, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 or something. That was the last time I went with them though. But I mean, it was good though. I mean,
Oh,
and that was a thing.
that is, yeah, it's fall off the bone shit. I mean, it disappears
Yeah.
quickly. My family used to have for many years, probably 10 years in a row, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
We used to have a pig roast because we had a lot of property
Yeah.
back in this certain days. Anyway, you go down the hill, go into the house during that time. It was mid-July when we did that every year. When they did that every year, I would come back a few times for it. But it was when I lived in Florida and Tennessee and California. But I was back for a bunch of them. But you come down the hill and see the house, and you see all these tents and RVs and all kinds of shit. What is this, a fucking Grateful Dead show down here? What the hell's going on, man? I mean, all over the place. It was 88 acres we had, even though that wasn't all that you saw. I mean, a lot of that was woods, but it was huge. But and my stepfather had a tractor, so digging the hole for the pig to bury the pig and doing that whole thing. And
Yeah.
I had video of them prepping it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
All the kids looking at it, watching them prep it, going. All the little 7, 8-year-olds going. What the fuck? But yeah, so it made it easier to dig the hole and everything. They had,
Yeah.
had a tractor and a backhoe. I think he actually had a backhoe at some point. He had also anyway. But yeah, that once that thing came out and the food was all prepped and the garage was all set up with all the food and everything, the first thing to disappear was all that fucking pig meat, because it was
Mm-hmm.
just you didn't even have to chew it.
No. Yeah. But that was the whole thing. It was like a 24-hour, just like, outside drinking beer, hanging out, just babying the pork. Because my dad would be out there the whole night, all day and all night, cooking that thing. Just
Yeah.
watching the fire. Mm-hmm.
And this party that I'm talking about, it lasted basically a week
Mm-hmm.
because a whole bunch of
Wow.
people would show up before the weekend thing. And
Mm-hmm.
so it was a small party of just the first few days, and get the fucking Friday when people are really showing up. I was like, Man, I think I already need to go to rehab. It's only Friday, and Friday was when they put the pig in for Saturday. Or no, the pig went in Saturday for Sunday, I think it was. Something like that. Anyway, but yeah, it was a
Wow.
week. It was a week-long thing. But yeah, your dad. So how did he? He literally dug with like a shovel.
hmm Yeah, and then he had the cinder blocks, made
Hmm.
like the perimeter, and uh put the, I guess, the coal or whatever, charcoal in there, or whatever he used to heat up, and then like a wire mesh. And then the pig was on, like, he would make it, actually. He would make a big aluminum pan where
Mm.
he put the pig and marinated it and everything. And then that pan went into that hole. And then he would cover it with whatever. I don't know. Maybe wood planks or something. I don't know what he covered it with. I don't remember. Yeah. hmm
Some hellified meat, as my dad would say. That's some hellified shit. I remember one year I was over when that came out. I'd gone over to because I'm lighting up a J. That's why I remembered. Because my stepbrother and I would smoke with our neighbors when we were younger. They're the ones. That's where I got turned on to older Queen music that I hadn't heard before. Keep
Uh-huh.
Yourself Alive. Anyway, going over there to say hi, and didn't time it very well because hanging out, having a few drinks, and smoking a bunch of weed. And when I got back over there, I almost lost. Luckily, somebody set some fucking pig aside for me because I would have had no pig.
Yeah.
I would have had no pig. You know what? It was something I've done. I heard it from somebody, and it was a long time ago, and I love it when anytime it comes up. Uh, I love watching people's eyes go, huh? Because we're taught that, like Jules Winfield says in Pulp Fiction, I ain't got no respect for no animal that eats and roots where it shits. I'm like, hold up. Yeah, that's how we think about it. If they're stuck in a fucking 10 by 10, 14 by 14 pen, but
hmm
if they don't hit a pen,
hmm
that's not what they do.
Right.
But that's how it's almost like we're like kind of bred to like we're bred to think that, like that, just they eat and root in their own shit. Well, that's because they're stuck in a fucking pig
hmm
pen.
Yeah.
I don't think if they're I'm pretty sure if you look it up, I don't think when they're not in one of those pens they go, wait, take a dump and go, I gotta come back here and fuck.
I don't think so.
There's a promo. Oh, I love the poop jokes. I love the poop jokes. There's a
Yes, you
song.
do.
There's a punk song. I got to write something, no? Sorry, I got.
Every time I turn the camera off, he does something kind of funny. You should have seen the way he or she just slammed their front hooves one at a time, boom, boom, into the ground like, let's hook on. And of course, the camera wasn't fucking rolling. What? Like that. What?
Look here.
Like that. Oh, look at that ear go up the way it did.
I don't see that often at all. The way that went, it was pretty wild looking. Whee! All by itself.
Look at that.
Dunk,
Fuck you, ground.
Doing
Fuck
that
you, ground.
with his head.
Not happy. I didn't do anything. Why does that pipe look like it's not even attached to what it's supposed to be attached to? Huh. Guess we'll find out when the fucking house floods.
That reminds me, I got to do that tomorrow, don't
What?
I? Go check that
Oh,
shit.
check that pipe.
No, it's totally fine. It just looks that way.
I thought it was like a trunk, one of those tree trunks. At first, when I first saw it. But
Oh,
then I
yeah?
was like, oh, it's too white. No,
An
it's not.
oak. A really clean oak tree, right? Oaks are white, right? Those are the crackers. Right? I
I
don't know.
don't know.
I'm not up on my trigonometry. Okay. Oh, that's why I have it. I just keep hitting deer. Anyway, oh my God, where was I? Whew. Did I smoke too much weed? Probably. Oh, 40 minutes in, and I'm starting to finally feel like I gotta make a wee. Anyway, what else you got? What else you got? What you bringing with you, sister?
You got
Mister?
you got a whole list.
Yeah, I know, but but we still got 20 minutes left in the first hour. This is a marathon.
So how you like my Facebook page? It's about time, right?
Oh, the Facebook page, yeah. That's very cool. Makes it easy where I can just share it. But it's fucked up where I had to, the thing with the, put that up. Put that picture up, the refrigerator picture. The refrigerator picture. Not William Perry.
All right, let me get it. Hold on.
Fridge. This picture this thing that you shared,
Mm-hmm.
when I went to share it, it kept cutting off your share. So I finally had to go, fuck this, man. I tried it from my phone and the laptop, because there's a lot of times with the phone it won't let you add the original text for like the original post.
Mm-hmm.
I have to usually, the only time that I see that button is on my laptop. So anyway, I even tried it there. I'm like, what the fuck? So I said, shit, let's just take a screenshot, bitches.
Yeah. When I got the notification that you had seen it and I tried to look at it, it wouldn't let me. Or that you had reposted it or something. It wouldn't let me.
Oh, I deleted the retweet because the whip Facebook page wasn't part of it. It was just both places. All it would do was let me share the. Is it up there yet? No.
Not yet. I'm getting it now. It's the ball.
Whatever it was, whatever the fucking page was, it was just their straight page. So it didn't even have the funny part that you had written. So I was like, it's not worth it. That's why there was no point.
Yeah.
So that's why I said, fuck this, and deleted it and just took a screenshot, and then you did it that way. Man, I drank that shit so fast. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pee real quick. It's gonna be quick. Man, holy shit, 43 minutes. Oh no, I'll get cooking because I'll go in the other.
The time.
I'll go in the other room and do a bump of coke. What? When? Not stop through. Oh, definitely got to punch in. See, what is it? Old. That's what I was trying to think of. Old Row. Is that what it says?
Where? Oh, the name of the page, Old Row. Yeah, that's the. So they do like funny, stereotypes about people from the South or whatever.
Right.
So apparently, this refrigerator, but the T is the reason I didn't just notice the banana. An old banana there.
And the tea, when I saw the picture, that was the tea was the last part that I actually went, oh shit, there's tea. I saw the money first, of course, and the mask in the back because I have 6 of those myself. No, I don't. What? When? Anyway, my point was that every time I went to share that post, it kept cutting off the shit that you wrote at the top. Oh crap! Did I just find pictures of Wayne's fridge? It kept cutting that off either way. So that's why I finally just I just took a screenshot and threw it up so it still had what you had done. Otherwise, it was what the fuck.
I'm seeing stuff I didn't see before.
What the hell is that, by the way?
Funny.
Is that chew?
That's what I was going to ask you. I think so. I think that's what it is.
It looks like these things that they gave me free if you smoked a certain pack of cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
They gave you to quit smoking. It's chew, but they're little packs, the little tiny pack things. And I have every time I open my silverware drawer, that's where they are, and I see both packs, and I still haven't fucking touched the things. They've been in there 2 years.
There's a doorknob in here.
Punch in closer.
There's a doorknob. Oh.
Is that a phone?
I think those are keys.
Oh wait, or is it blue cheese? Some of those blue cheese packets from
right here. Yeah, like some kind of sauce packets is what it looks like.
Is that
and then we got
torch?
a banana.
Oh, I thought it was a torch lighter.
I don't know if that's Worcestershire sauce or
wine bottle
of wine. This is ranch or blue cheese. I think these are keys because that looks like a key fob there.
One of them, I think, is a torch lighter. This
yeah,
is a fucking
I think that's
pill bottle. Pill bottle on the top shelf.
Yes.
Two
Twix.
bottles.
I just noticed the Twix.
Is that a Bible in the back?
I think that's a diploma. That's hilarious.
A Bible in the back.
Oh my God.
Is that a euphemism? No, it's a word. Old Row.
Old Row. If you see him on Facebook, he's got some funny stuff on there. He, she, they, them.
Fridge, doesn't it? The tea.
Yeah, I thought of you immediately.
Of course you didn't. The only thing that's missing is the fireball and the chicken. Oh, wait.
In the
And
freezer.
pepperoni. I always have pepperoni.
Well, there's the drawers there.
I always have pepperoni.
I think they just have cheese in the drawers.
Sometimes I have cheese in my drawers. Anyway, there you have it. I'm going to go pee.
Of course you are.
Sorry to jump, but oh my God, it's
47
wasn't
minutes.
a creeper. This one just, hey now.
Not bad though. 47 minutes. I think last time you went to the bathroom or he went to the bathroom, it was like 30 minutes, not even 30 minutes in. So, all right, let's take this down because there we go. Hello. Anyway, so I'm glad I started. If you're on Facebook, follow the Waning Interest Podcast Facebook page. I am managing that, trying my best with the 5,000 other things that I have to do. But yeah, it's fun. That's how it's kind of like my release and my fun or whatever, That's what I do. So, and then we're on Instagram. I'm on Instagram, Susie with an S, all underscore between my words. So Susie underscore with underscore and underscore S underscore. On Instagram and on Facebook, it's just, it's me. Anyhow. So yeah, so follow us, help us grow a little bit, I guess. We're just, trying to have some fun, trying to get a little lighthearted entertainment out there on the YouTubes. Since most of the stuff I see, everything that comes up is like, I know that's happening. I know that's going on. I just don't want to hear about it right now. So sometimes you just want stuff, just fun stuff instead of having to watch, the same movies over and over again, or I don't watch anything new, kind of, because it's just not, I don't know. Hey, Jeff, with the Easter Island head. So yeah, like I don't, nothing new interests me, and everything just got like stupid, so I don't know. So I do watch a lot of YouTube, but I don't know if it's more like just checking out to see what's out there. I like to see a lot of comedy, stand-up comedy. Um, that's fun. I'll just watch that. That's like most of the stuff I watch, you know. 'Cause there's so many like what do you call those? Like reaction videos. Everybody does reaction videos. I don't know. Maybe we should do that. Wayne, I know you're gonna watch this back. Should we do reaction videos? Maybe then people will watch. You know, nobody wants to watch, you know, two crazies talking to each other. I don't know. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe give us ideas. I can rap once Wayne learns how to beatbox. My Leo sister, I hear ya. I know you're there.
Oh, you do? Well,
I do.
I didn't want to. I was putting my ear thing in. I didn't want to interrupt. But now that I'm back,
610 WIOD, the other electrically powered toy for adults.
well, where were you?
Right here. Oh. I was like, if you learn how to beatbox, we could do some rap. So I was saying, like, you know, maybe we should do like reaction videos, you know, that seems to be like the only thing on YouTube right now.
Good God.
Right?
I watched a couple of years ago or whatever it was. I saw a couple, and I thought they were funny at first, and then all of a sudden I was like, wait a minute. Now this is bullshit. Now, and then I started seeing right through their bullshit. That wasn't their first time seeing shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, get the fuck out of here. Fuck you, man. I'm doing what I'm doing by myself, and these fuckers are getting all these. This is gross.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's do it.
You know what we should do? We should put up our own, like a past whip and just react to that.
Doing our own.
React to ourselves.
our own board ops. Our own Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, making fun of ourselves. That's fucking hilarious. Let's do that.
We could do that. Mm-hmm.
I've got a bunch of clips in this fucking computer that are long, So I've got some. That was filthy. Ah, shit. I wish I was ready. I'm never ready, aren't you? Anyway, yeah. Oh, hey, Jeffrey again. Look at him. Jeez. Man. He's starting to scare me. Kind of like my mom. So what were you talking about? When I was off making water.
Sorry, Sarah's there.
Hi, Sarah.
Wayne says hi. Hi. She said hi.
Yes, I am.
Just pimping the Facebook page and garnering follows and just like talking about what we're doing and what kind of ideas of what we should do. I guess I don't know. I forgot what I said. Then I started eating grapes.
It's always a good closer. Grapes are always a good closer. Reminds me of the Mitch Hedberg joke. I saw a wino eating grapes. I said, dude, you're supposed to wait.
Oh, that's what I said because I mostly watch comedy on YouTube. Stand up and stuff. I'm tired of all the doom crap.
Yeah, I save all the doom shit for Twitter. And that's where I send politicians and the like, very lovely comments. And now so they don't fucking do a thing. Man, I'm so fucking buried, dude. It's so pathetic. It doesn't matter. For me, anyway. They just bury me. Probably because of what I do. But it's not shit that doesn't really. Because what I've learned now, to, if you want to say something really nasty, you just put it in all caps. But you just put like 5 periods in between everything. And then a few more to separate sentences if you're saying, you fucking scum. So you can still say it. Because they started figuring it out when I was just putting it all like, G-A, what is it? G-F, what is it? Get the fuck out of here. G-T-A-F. Get the...
GTFU or GTFO, sorry.
O-H. Yeah, G-T-F-O-H. Get the fuck out of here. Shit like that. The shit started figuring it out. And they would, as soon as I'd hit it, and then they would tell me, most posters don't like this. But so I had to, figure out ways to do it. And then I was spacing them out. And then it figured that out. But now it still hasn't figured out with all the periods.
Put a period in between each word.
Or each letter. Each letter.
Oh.
No,
okay.
no. I mean, like, between each letter, like 5. Like, you are scum. Like, you, in all caps. You, ... R, ... S, ... C,
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that. It doesn't matter because nobody sees it because they bury the fuck out of me because I always tell Elon he's a fake because he is. These people that think he's a hero. Good God. But one of the other reasons why I quickly had to make water was I was also having a little bit of a nicotine fit because I kept looking down at my notes and seeing smoking in the boys' room.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, damn, I really need to have a cigarette. It was so bad that I went ahead and brought everything back. So I don't have to leave for the next one. Because just telling these stories, I have to smoke. But it's okay if you just do like, a couple. You're all right. But then I was like, what the hell made me... I know I have a couple of things I was going to tell, but what was it that made me originally write that fucking note down?
I don't know.
I can't remember what it was that
Did you hear the song? Maybe.
No, I haven't heard the song in a while. That's just how I wrote it down as the note, just as the bullet point to remind myself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just had a little dominoes thing with my cigarettes, lighter, and weed. Anyway, but no, I remembered talking about the when I don't know which fucking whip it was when I told the story getting suspended from Miami Lakes Tech where Juan and I met.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was an adult, and I meant to go into the other ones, and then, and then I remembered the one that I was telling you pre-whip, where I was so stupid at 15 years old when I first started smoking. I'd steal cigarettes from my stepfather and actually go into the bathroom right here that has no window and smoke a cigarette and think I was getting away with it. Smoke it in the boys' room. But the synchronicitous part of that is my buddy Lee, who used to live in this house. Him and his mom lived here with us a couple of times growing up. One time when he wasn't living here, but we were still friends or whatever. I go into the downstairs bathroom in high school. I think we were juniors, and I think it was junior year. And I go in, and the stalls were actual cement, but they weren't very high. They were still like you could like still see people's heads, but there was still a stall with a door, but they were cement. They weren't those walls, those those whatever where you could see feet or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I go in there, and as soon as I go in, his head pops up from that first stall, and he goes, "Hey!" And I'm going up to. I'm just going in to piss, and I realize, "Oh, you smoking?" He goes, "Yeah." And I went, "Let me have a drag." So he just does this over the wall, hands me the cigarette, and I go, I take a couple of drags. I hand it back to him. I turn my head with my dick in my hand. And there's the fucking vice principal stand there going, "Hi." It was kind of like in True Romance when Bronson Pinchot gets pulled over, with the hooker, and he's got the coke, and she slaps the coke in his face, and then the cop comes up to the car, and he's just like, he's got cocaine all over his face. He says, "Hi."
Wow.
Because I was exhaling as I turned my head. Suspended for I think it was 3 days. I couldn't remember if I had told that, but and then the other one but there was one time in school where I actually had a fucking note, and I was so proud walking down the hall. It was science class, and we were doing some nicotine test or whatever, and the teacher was it was Mr. Poulin, and he was one of those, wore a beard with no mustache. That fucking Abe Lincoln looking thing.
Yeah.
And he was cool. And I remember an older dude, Dana, he used to sit at my table right next to me, and he'd always have his fucking shades on, and half the time he was fucking tripping. He was like, yeah, tripping in science class. Brilliant. I couldn't have done that. That's why I looked up to him going, well, he was older. And I was shorter, so I kind of had to. But anyway, there was one day where there was some nicotine thing, and anyway, he goes, do we have, I know I've got a few here, I can smell you, I've got a few smokers. Anybody want to go, I'll give you a note so you can go. Before he even finished what he was saying, I'll do it. And he, gave me a note, said I could go upstairs into the boys' bathroom and go into one of the stalls and take he didn't say how long I could take. You just go smoke a cigarette, and it's not like, you know what I mean. 2, 3 drags, 4 drags. What are you doing? Just sit there and just actually relax and daydream and just have a fucking cigarette. Kind of like right now. Is this what you mean? Because this is what I can go do, and that's what I did. And I went I was sitting there like this the whole time. I got a note, bitch.
Wow.
And then, of course, I went back into the class and did the thing, and of course, I failed all the shit because the nicotine was making me fucking. It was almost like a operation, the game operation. It was a little thing where I had to stick my thing in a hole and try not to touch the edges, which was, at the time would have been really easy because I was only, I was very young. Now it's really difficult, even without the shakes.
So.
Anyway.
On that note.
Good God, 2 fucking hours left.
I know.
But what the fuck made me write that down in the first place? That's the thing. That's the story I can't remember. What's that? What were you saying, sweetheart?
You were thinking about the picture of these lovely ladies behind bars.
I gotta punch that up. Sorry. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, God.
Oh my God, that actor. What else did he do? I bet if you looked it up, he had probably it seems like he might have had a couple of spots in a couple of sitcoms in the 80s. And that's
maybe, yeah. Yeah, I've never seen him in anything other than.
And then he went back to the theater because the theater needs you.
All right, well.
And those guys are all doing, they are. It's kind of weird that the only reason that their eyes are white is because they probably just did a line of blow. About as big as the line on the lines on Nikki's face.
Yeah.
Especially the dude at the bottom. Look at him. Yeah, he just fucking did something. I just did coke with Motley Crue.
Yeah, Mick Mars looks funky. Look at his eyes.
And he is the oldest one.
Yeah.
And he's the coolest, actually.
Yeah.
I told so. Oh yeah, here's some synchronicity with that picture there.
Mm-hmm.
I worked 2 days with Tommy. Was that 07 or 08? When was it one of the first? Was it the first Crew Fest? Might have been. I don't know. The one with Buck Cherry, Crew Fest with Buck Cherry.
Mm-hmm.
And I engineered a radio tour, which is, did I explain that once with the David Crosby story, where they were plugging the Crew Fest, and Premier Radio Networks did a whole bunch of things besides being the hub of all those radio shows like Rush Limbaugh and Dr. Laura and Phil and Coast to Coast AM and shit, Ryan Seacrest, blah blah blah. But also, and we also did this thing. It was I did this with Eric, this guy Eric, Mr. Smeltzer, I believe, is how you pronounce that last name. And what he would do when, so musicians would have a thing they were promoting, like a new album, a tour, whatever. And what Eric would do was set up. He would schedule this whole thing with radio stations across the country for them to have 7 minutes to interview whoever from the band was there in the studio with us. And then, so it was a row of them. So Eric would be in one room and he'd call each one, and I'd be at the board with Tommy. And at this time with that thing, with that Crew Fest, it was Tommy and Todd from Buck Cherry. Josh Todd. They were on the other side of the board, so I'd be there, and I'd be like, "Okay, guys, all right, you guys ready to talk to this station, blah blah blah? You ready?" Because Eric would tell me, I got them on this line. Boom, I'd put them up. Boom, you guys ready? This is Q107, so whatever. Okay, got it. Okay, cool. All right, here you go. And I just punch them up and, hey guys, and then they do the radio station from wherever would record their little interview of their own, so they could cut it up and play it back or whatever. And each one of them had 7 minutes, I think it was. And so then you had 3 minutes between, and then Eric would connect with the next one, and then I'd bring it up, same kind of thing. So we'd do that, we'd do fucking 10 in a row, and then take a break. And then another fucking 10 and a break, another 10, whatever. We did it for 2 days. Maybe not that many. Maybe it was 7 in a break, 7 in a break. Did that for 2 days for Crew Fest with Tommy and Josh Todd. So hanging out with Tommy, and then it was cool because then Tommy and I would go down during our breaks. We were the smokers. It was just me and Tommy. So all right, I'll take you down. We'll have a cigarette. So I'd take him downstairs and shooting the shit, and I would tell him about, a friend of mine who, used to have Crew, always had Crew, Motley. He was a big fan of Motley Crue. And he had, I think it was 3 different, he had 3 different Motley Crue license plates, because the first 2, he took them to Motley Crue shows and threw them on stage, and the band fucking kept them, so he'd have to go get a new one. And one of them, I believe, is in the Decade of Decadence video with Vince at home, and he's standing there shooting. He's talking at his place in his man cave, and there's a whole bunch of license plates on the wall behind him, and one of those is a main one, and I believe it's his.
Oh, that's cool.
One of his. So I got to tell Tommy that story, and he's like, "Get the fuck out of here, man." So he was pretty cool. But then the next year, I think it was, when 6 Sense was coming on, was about to start. I didn't know it at the time, but I probably would have been Nicky's engineer for 6 Sense, because it was right there at Premiere, and they built him the studio, whatever. It was right before I got fired. If I hadn't gotten fired, I would have been in line for that gig. And, and the perfect choice, because they would have known I know a lot of, I would, not just as an engineer, I would also be their be producer with my knowledge of that music, that genre. But I believe also if that had gone down, it wouldn't have lasted because I'm pretty sure Nikki and I would have butted heads really fucking quick. Because I heard from folks that I was still friends with that worked there that he's a bit of a cunt.
Oh boy. Well,
and as you know, I wouldn't have, it wouldn't have taken long for me to just get out my face, motherfucker.
you remind me of my grandmother. She was like that. She did not put up with anything. She had, as we say in Cuban, no tenía pelo en la lengua. That means she had she had no hair. What the saying literally is, she had no hair on her tongue, which means she wasn't afraid to say anything, you know? So yeah, she had a potty mouth. My grandmother, every other word was a curse word. And so that, you remind me of her. She was a Leo, July 28th. And yeah. And you have the same hips and small feet as her. So anyway.
$111. Jot that down.
So, since we were talking about music, I'm going to go pee. It has nothing to do with it, but you'll know why when I go bye-bye for just a few.
Oh, your avatar.
I'll be back.
Should I smoke some weed? Oh, look at here, Dennis Smith of the Lords. That's a good one. Another good one from the Susie. That's a good one from the Susie. That's badass. Yeah. The Lords. Didn't have rehearsal this week. So I think that's why I have more of a voice on a Friday than I normally do. Because I didn't, and it hasn't been the most musical week either. I haven't done as much screeching. Not screeching. I don't do a whole lot of screeching. But I tend to have, after a certain amount of drink, I might push a little. But that's also usually because I've got the fucking volume up too high. And I've learned that too. That's the other thing. If I get the volume up too high and, I'm trying to reach that level, you got the shit on, boy. Turn it down and you take over. That's what I'm saying. And it works. Because, apparently I just know how to take over. Excuse me while I return. I had to say goodnight to my ma. So there, that's done. Shut up, lady. I didn't have a time right. Why is it not playing? What up, yo? What happened? Where's it? It's almost like it disappeared. What the fuck? What? Why you gotta fuck? Why you gotta do that?
With a head pin. Little dance there. Yeah, the river dance.
Boy, that timed out like a giant bag of shit.
With a head pin. Little dance there. Yeah, the river dance.
I gotta re-edit that. I gotta chop that little front off. I gotta chop the tip off. That needs a little bit of a. It needs a bit of a bris. Got to get it right to when Ryan's dancing, and whatever that stupid shit is that they said beforehand that I can't remember, and don't get which one is that. Shit. Did I not remove? We'll find out later. Son of a. Didn't really make sense because I didn't want to hit the open or the close just because I'm scared. You know, I don't. That smells. That make it stinky. Boy, should drink more. I wish I could remember what the fuck. Oh, I know what it was that made me think of smoking, because there was smoke coming out of my ears every time somebody reposts making fun of fucking Mark Hamill's fucking stupid shit ass tweets, because they are so disgusting. Wow, man, it is so funny, and he always was shit. You know, when you really look at Star Wars, he's fucking awful. He's fucking awful. William Koch should have gotten that role. No, imagine if it had been Kurt Russell that got the gig, even though I think he auditioned for Han Solo. But, I don't know. What a fucking douchebag. Oh, God, what a fucking douchebag. It just couldn't be any more of a douche. It's like he's trying to win a fucking contest. And I'm telling you, we can all see. It's really easy to see. Shit's in the lead. He's got it down. He's almost to that finish line with that and having that ribbon wrapped around his fucking queen waist. You tool. What a douche. I just wanted to say he was a douche. It's the only reason I put him on my notes. I wasn't going to go any farther than that. What a putz. Oh yeah, the other thing to stop giving a fuck about. Pro sports. Please stop. Oh, my life has gotten immensely better since I stopped giving a shit about baseball and basketball, and even though baseball is my favorite fucking sport, I barely fucking watch it anymore. The only thing hello. I saw that tongue. I saw that weird tongue.
There's no tongue. There's no tongue.
There's no tongue. It was just a...
I had to get a refill and medicate my old ass dog. Give him his peels.
I know people that take pee pills. I'm starting to wonder if I should take one.
What?
It's just
to
I
stop
just eat
your...
nothing but protein, because I don't have I don't eat a lot of carbs to soak up a lot of that stuff. Maybe that's why I pee so good.
No, you okay? Keep peeing good. Why are you gonna take pills for what? To what kind of pee pills?
The kind of so you won't pee so you can sleep through the night and not have to get up 2-3 times.
All right. When was the last time they checked your prostate?
Oh, dude, every day.
Not you. You check your own. I'm sure you do, but no. By a professional. Doctor, not other professionals.
I think it was one of my last 2 visits.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've also had colonoscopy.
All right. And your prostate was normal?
Yeah, I've never had
So you don't need no medicine, man.
I don't think so either. I was just trying to think of something so I don't fucking you can sleep. It's you know how many times I've actually been able to sleep like a normal 8 hours straight.
So you have to stop drinking liquids 4 hours before you go to bed.
4 hours? That's impossible.
And then you have to pee before you go to bed.
Well, that's totally possible.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one of the reasons I can't watch the Alien movies anymore. It's not because it scares me. It's because watching them wake up from 78 hours or 7,800 hours of sleep straight and not having...
You get jealous.
Yes.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Another day in the core. Aliens is talk about. Yeah, that's another one I can watch over and over. That's one I own right here on this laptop here on my iTunes. The second one, the first one's great too.
Mm-hmm.
But the second one, which was, isn't I guess that's Cameron's second movie or third movie. But the second Alien movie is just, it's just fucking perfect. And there's some synchronicities there with a lot of James Cameron shit back in the day there. You've got the lady that played Vasquez, the very tomboy chick, a real rough chick.
Yeah.
A few years later, she was John Connor's foster mom in Terminator 2.
Oh.
And of course, Michael Biehn was Hicks. Makes me think of Bill. He was Hicks in Aliens, and of course, he was before that. He was Reese in Terminator. Oh man, I should have had that. I could have that ready. I'll do it while I'm talking.
Well, don't a lot of directors do that? Like they keep using the same actors for all their stuff. Tarantino does it.
Oh, totally. Yeah, totally. There's a lot that do that, but that the thing with Reese, with the thing with here with Michael Biehn. I guess I'll play it one more time, just cause. Smash those motherfuckers into junk. From Terminator, of course. He didn't originally have the Hicks role. Speaking of, I said it. Shit. As we were talking about cocaine. Originally, Hicks was being played. The original casting was James Remar, who was Gans in 48 Hours, and also Dexter's dad. Remember Dexter, the show Dexter? Mm-hmm. Dexter's stepfather. Sorry.
Yeah.
Or adoptive father.
Adoptive father. Yeah.
The cop. Yeah, that was James Remar.
Mr. Jinx just said. Mm-hmm.
Hey. Oh yes, Clint did. Yeah, Clint was huge on that. And also with the casting. Yeah. Jeffrey Lewis was in like 5 of his movies, including the 2 Every Which Way You Can, Any Which Way But Loose. Anyway, what the fuck was I saying?
Let me rewind.
Where was I? Something of actor, movie, a certain actor I was talking about, wasn't I? Right before the Clint thing. Right before Clint, before Jinx interrupted. That's why I don't pay attention to that goddamn chat. Son of a bitch. Actors used over.
Hold on, I'll tell you right now. Listening to this chick Susie talk. Hold on. Reese.
Oh, James Remar.
Yeah.
James Remar was originally cast as Hicks. And he shot for a while, but at the time he had a little bit of a drug problem.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, still hearing it.
Yeah, I turned it down.
Yeah, and I think the story's been told before, where apparently he even had, they had to put a halt to where he ordered drugs to the set or something. I don't know, something was fucked up, and they had to get rid of him. They had to fire him, but he's still in one shot of the movie. Well, wide shot. They're in the tunnel. But that's the back of him.
Oh, I remember you saying that. Yeah, I remember you saying that. That's right.
But yeah, then Michael Biehn had, he just came right in. They were already shooting, so he didn't even have any. He didn't barely have any time to prep.
Well, that's what I said, Mr. Jinx.
But he fucking murdered. He was fucking great, and and one of the reasons that Alien 3 didn't do that well is because people were pissed off that they killed off Hicks and Newt. And they were gonna do it. They were gonna Neil Blomkamp. Is that how you pronounce it? He did He's done a bunch of sci-fi movies, and he did that Hardcore Harry, I believe. I think that was him. Maybe not. Shit. Done a
Did
few
you say
movies.
him? You said him.
Him. I say him. Shit. You can look it up. His movies. Fuck. I can't say them. A couple of them have got that same dude. They're usually sci-fi-ish.
What's the name of the
dystopian shit.
director?
Neil Blokenkamp.
Blokenkamp.
I think he had artwork and stuff done where he was going to do a different version where they were basically going to erase Alien 3 on and actually do a true sequel to Aliens. And the artwork was great because you see Michael Biehn and the girl that played Newt, and even though that at this point wouldn't have worked because she would have aged so much, or maybe, I don't know, with the sleep, I don't know. Sigourney Weaver didn't age from Alien to Aliens in 78 years of sleep, so I don't know.
He did.
Or whatever it was.
He was director
District
for
9.
District 9.
District 9 was the one I was trying to think
Elysium.
with
Chappie,
Matt Damon.
whatever that is.
Chappie,
Yeah.
that's right, yeah. All
Demonic.
sci-fi as shit.
Yeah, Demonic and Gran Turismo was the most recent.
But he was, there were plans years ago where he was going to do another Alien movie, and then Ridley Scott decided to do those two movies that he's done since, Prometheus and whatever the other one was.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of sucked, though, because it would have been cool to see Michael Biehn back as Hicks. And he's good friends with Doug Stanhope. He lives in, a lot of time of the year, he lives in Bisbee, Arizona now.
Mm.
And he's become friends, drinking buddies with Doug Stanhope. He's been on a few Stanhope podcasts.
Oh, okay. It's Blomkamp.
Blomkamp, not Blomkamp. Sorry, I always think there's a
Blomkamp.
K in there.
He's from South Africa.
That's right. And the dude, and he uses, there's a dude, look in the cast there, the first dude in the cast, he uses him a lot.
For which one? For District 9?
Yeah, District 9 or Chappie.
Charlton Copley?
Yes, Copley, yes. Who did the Hardcore Harry movie, I believe, as well. Have you ever seen that Hardcore Harry? It's
this
like a
guy.
first person. That Hardcore Harry movie, it's like a first person thing where the camera is always, you are the fucking, and it's, oh man, it's a trippy fucking movie. Like a video game.
I have to take Dramamine to watch stuff like that.
Yeah, it is. That one, it took a while to get used to. That one got used to. It took a bit. I actually had to stop it and go back.
I couldn't watch Blair Witch Project because of that.
I went and I saw Blair Witch Project in the theater with Kimba.
Oh.
Yeah. And man, when that movie was dark, that theater was dark. I remember it being almost pitch black most of the time. Well, that sounded racist.
Anything like that. I have to take Dramamine so I can watch it. If not, I'll be throwing up.
I have to revisit Blair Witch Project. That's been a while.
Yeah.
Remember, they inspired a lot of people to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, Paranormal Activity.
In
like,
doing
like
it
500
in
of those.
Low budget shit,
Yeah.
They showed how you could do low budget and still get quality.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Where else was it? Hicks. Michael Biehn, Reese.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell was that? Yeah. Oh, and that was the other. That's the other thing I hit play on after after Godfather. Well, the recut coda of Godfather 3, the better one, the Death of Michael Corleone. I saw it because I have that. Like I said, I have that now. I have Paramount Plus for a few days for free.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of the next things to pop up was Terminator 2 Judgment Day, which I have the DVD for. I just don't have a DVD player anymore. And I went, oh, and I hit play on that motherfucker. It's James Cameron night here on the Whip. But I had watched, that's where it started, where I rewatched Terminator the other night, the original Terminator. God damn, that movie is so fucking good. And again, Michael Biehn, he is so fucking good in that movie, especially the scenes with him and the doctor when after they get arrested after the car chase, and the doctor's asking him all these questions. Earl Bone, I believe, is the actor's name, and who was also, he went on to also be in Judgment Day and in the third one, the one where Nick Stahl takes over the John Connor role. He's kind of an overactor. Anyway, when he's asking him questions while he's sitting there handcuffed, and what is this time machine thing where blah blah blah? Does it blah blah blah? And he's asking all these questions. I didn't build the fucking thing. The way he says it is just so fucking perfect, man. It's just as perfect as.
Smash those motherfuckers into junk.
Oh, it's not even on the screen. I didn't even have it on the screen. Shit, I meant to play it like that.
Smash those motherfuckers into junk.
Man, I still remember seeing that. I go, oh wow, shit, dude. That's not even part of the action. It's like, whoo. Even the dialogue makes you go, fuck yeah. And then, why am I talking to you? Or when she bites him in that same scene in the car where she bites him before because she doesn't know what's going on, of course. He's like, Terminators don't feel pain. I do. Don't do that again. It's so fucking good, dude. It's so amazing because, he should have been man, he did so much great shit. Johnny Ringo in Tombstone. That's some badass shit. Him and Val Kilmer back and forth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like Tombstone.
Ah, so you have seen a Western.
Wait, I told you. The ones that I like are like the more modern ones. Tombstone. What's the one with all the boys?
What?
It's got
Whistle?
boys.
Whistle with all the boys? What?
No, the one with the boys. It
Young
doesn't
Guns.
have Young Guns. There you go.
Emilio Estevez.
What I
Charlie
always
Sheen,
think it's
Kiefer.
got like boys' name in there. I don't know.
Young
Yeah,
Guns.
Young Guns. Yeah.
Yeah, but also in that same time, Unforgiven, Clint Eastwood, that was in that same time. It won an Oscar, and you didn't see that at the time? Come on, it had Morgan Freeman in it.
Morgan Freeman.
He was
I
his
like
dead
Morgan
friend. That was another great line. You just killed an unarmed man. Yeah, well, he shouldn't have decorated his saloon with my dead friend.
So funny. Guys remember movie lines. Girls just remember like, oh, that movie was cute. It was funny. It was, whatever. But like,
Sweetheart, I remember those lines because mostly because I've watched the movie 75 times. And then even if I've watched the movie 75 times, I'll still fuck up the line and I'll say it like that, say it a certain way, like many times to friends, and then I'll go watch the movie again and go, oh, fuck, I've been saying it wrong.
But every dude I know, Juan, my brothers, it's like you say a movie and the first thing they do is they come up with a line from the movie. Like, how do you remember that?
That is one thing that's one thing a movie needs is a few good fucking catchphrases. And that was one of the things about all those Dirty Harry movies with Clint Eastwood. They all had a catchphrase. The first movie, the first Dirty Harry, the catchphrase was, "Do you feel lucky?" And then in Magnum Force, the second one, it was like 3 times in the movie where Clint says to himself, "Man's got to know his limitations."
Okay, I know all those catchphrases, yeah.
And it's also one of the last lines I think he says is as the car blows up with Hal Holbrook in it. And then in The Enforcer with Tyne Daly, his catchphrase is marvelous. There's like three or four times in the movie where something happens and he just, instead of rolling his eyes, he just goes,
He just says marvelous.
Marvelous.
In
Sudden Impact, the next one, of course, was the big famous one, which was "Go Ahead, Make My Day."
Ah, yes.
And then
everybody uses that.
Fuck. The Deadpool was the last one, and I can't remember that catchphrase, and that's the one that Guns N' Roses was in.
Do you feel lucky, punk?
That was the first one. That was Dirty Harry.
Oh, okay.
Dirty
What
Harry,
about-
Magnum Force, The Enforcer, Sudden Impact, The Deadpool. And it went, Do You Feel Lucky? Man's Got the Lowest Limitations. Marvelous. Do I Feel, Go Ahead, Make My Day. And, forgot, catchphrase, Deadpool catchphrase. The Deadpool catchphrase. Oh, Deadpool. It all started with fucking synchronicities.
What
I didn't mean it.
about
I didn't mean that.
what's the catchphrase from Outlaw Josie Wales?
Oh, there's a couple. What the actual catchphrase is not words. The thing that he does many times
Mm-hmm.
is spit on a dog. He does just as many times as he says those.
On a
It's
dog.
Josie's he's not the greatest hero. He's nobody's perfect. That's part of why it's good because he's not perfect. Yeah, this dog just keeps following him everywhere, and he just
Spits
he still feeds the fucking thing, but every once in a while he spits. He'll just go. Sometimes he
Right.
hits the dog right on the forehead.
So is "I'll Be Your Huckleberry" a Clint Eastwood line?
No, that's Val Kilmer, The Tombstone.
That's a Mr. Jinx contribution. Oh, because we were talking about Tombstone.
The Deadpool, 1988 catchphrase. I was hoping the fucking chat would fucking. That's what they're for. What did he say then? Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. That was his catchphrase.
Really? People use
And-
that in songs.
What? It couldn't have been like that. That couldn't have been it.
No, could it be Deadpool, like Deadpool that you might have to
No,
put
no,
in
that's it.
Eastwood.
No, those film. The Deadpool. This is
The
not Deadpool.
Deadpool.
This is the
Okay.
Deadpool. Because Dirty Harry is part of the pool. He's on the list.
Uh-huh.
That can't be it. They must have had to be Callahan. He must have had a better. I guess so. There you go. That can't be. No wonder that movie was one of the worst ones. Everybody was on cocaine as well. The Deadpool is a 1988 American action film directed by Buddy Van Horn, who was a stunt guy as well. I believe Buddy Van Horn is who Brad Pitt's character is based on from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh.
Written by Steve Sharon and starring Clint Eastwood as Inspector Dirty Harry Callahan. It's the fifth and final film in the Dirty Harry film series set in Frisco. The story concerns the manipulation of a Deadpool game by a serial killer whose efforts are confronted by the hardened Detective Callahan. It co-stars Liam Neeson and Patricia Clarkson with Jim Carrey in his first action dramatic role. He plays the guy singing Welcome to the Jungle in the beginning of the movie, the singer who then dies of a heroin overdose, but not on purpose. Somebody does it to him. It's the only film in the series to not feature Albert Popwell. Pops. Remember I told you in the other one of the other whips?
He's the one
that was in the
said,
first
"Sucker?"
four.
Who's we, sucker? Him?
No, that's not
Oh.
him. No. But he was in that movie, but he wasn't. That wasn't him. He was in the first four, yeah, as different characters. Oh, right there. It is the only film in the series to not feature Albert Popwell, an actor who had played a different character in each of the previous four films. See, we were already talking about that anyway. We did. Jinx started it with Clint.
Yeah.
At 91 minutes, it's the shortest of the Dirty Harry. Like those films, the Deadpool is notable for coining catchphrases uttered by Clint's gun-wielding character, one of which is "Opinions are like assholes, everybody has one." Get the fuck out of here, man. It had to have a better motherfucking line than that.
So that's where everybody gets that that phrase. There's a lot of songs with that in it.
Yeah, but that shit was older than that. That's like...
You think so?
Like, that had to have been hack by the time. 1988, Opinions
This
are
was
like assholes.
88.
Yeah, shit. Fuck, people were saying that way before. My favorite is Marvelous from The Enforcer because it was just one word, marvelous. That was so fucking good. And two of
You
those
look
were directed at,
marvelous.
I believe, two of those were directed at Tyne Daly, who had become his partner, and he didn't want a partner because all his partners ended up dead, and especially didn't want a woman, you know, because he figured, you know, even more chance of her being. But one of the other great lines in that movie, I believe, it's when he's arguing with Bradford Dillman, who is the DA or assistant DA or something. I don't know. Was yelling at him or whatever. And can I make a statement, whatever the character's name is? Can I make a statement? Blah blah blah. What is it, Callahan? Your mouthwash ain't making it. The Enforcer is a fucking awesome movie, dude. That is an awesome fucking movie.
All right, well, I gotta watch Clint Eastwood movies.
Yes, you do. There's some great ones.
Who used to say,
So many great ones, dude.
wasn't that the phrase that Billy Crystal would do for when he was in Saturday Night Live? You look marvelous. Was it
Yeah, but it was
marvelous?
totally different. Yeah, you look
No,
marvelous.
but I just
Yeah.
was thinking about. Okay, so it was marvelous. It wasn't fab. For some reason, I thought it was fabulous.
When he would
You
do,
look marvelous.
Fernando
Fernando.
Lamas.
Yeah, there you go.
You look marvelous.
Marvelous. It's not how you feel; it's how you
That's
look.
how you look.
And you look marvelous.
And you look marvelous. Oh yeah, back when that show was funny. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Back when it was funny.
I gotta say, I saw that Beavis and Butthead fucking thing that we talked about. Yeah, that was pretty fucking funny. I haven't seen anything since. 'Cause
I've got
I
to
don't
watch
give a
it.
shit.
I haven't seen the actual clip. I just saw pictures of it.
Oh yeah, go on YouTube. Yeah,
Stills.
it's hilarious.
Yeah. Okay.
And you know, and it's talk about one of the easiest gigs for Ryan Gosling. He didn't do fucking shit. He barely has any lines. He's just sitting there going, "What? I look like Beavis. Who's Beavis? I don't know what you're talking about." It is fucking hilarious. But yeah, that was one of the things that I wanted to do as an actor when I was, you know, in the 2000s there when I was working with all those student directors doing thesis films and shit. That's like with Luke. That's what it seemed that was going to happen. I did Professor's Daughter, his thesis for USC, and then just a supporting role. I didn't, you know, I wasn't the star of that movie. Brad, you know, the bartender from Westworld on HBO. I think it's on Vimeo. I think you can find it on Vimeo, The Professor's Daughter. 20 minutes long. USC, Luke Pebler. And then from that, because we became friends, and that's when he asked me to do The Last Hand with Hankin, that web series that we did during the strike back in the day. And then we were going to do something else that didn't end up going. But then you got Nils, me and Nils with the Fighting Kind. After that, we were going to we had a table read and this whole thing for a feature-length version of The Fighting Kind, but flipped to where, but with McKenna and me as well, playing brother and sister again, but kind of a flipped story to where I was the stable one, sort of like in an area like this, you know, working at a ski resort and shit, and a mechanic, and she's the one with all the problems coming back to town. And there was a kid involved in this whole thing. We had a table, we had all this stuff. So it was kind of like, yeah, it was trying to. That's what I was hoping for. Like, and Ari, the guy Ari Dasa, I did 2 films with him. I did his Something Night. It's on my IMDb. Something Night, Scenes in the Night, something like that. And then after that, he asked me to do this little short film called The Man Who Talked to His Bulb.
To his what? Bulb?
His bulb. His light bulb was his inspiration. Fucking writer. It was fucked up, man. It was silly. It was weird, you know. Artiste. It was fun to do, but there was one thing where I just kept having to smoke cigarette after cigarette, and I started to feel sick after a while, because I was cooped up in basically a room no bigger than the one I'm in right now, which is a decent sized room, but lighting up cigarette after cigarette.
Here it is.
That
The
was me.
Man Who Talked to His Bulb. 17 minutes.
Was it that long? Oh yeah, that's like 10 minutes
That
too
was
long.
long.
It's like 10 minutes too long. What is
Oh
this?
my
Why you got this
god.
up there? Oh shit! All that
I'm
Star
looking
Wars
at your
talk.
notes. I'm prepared.
No, I know. I just didn't. Funny
I
that
was
we
trying to
were
find a
already.
nice picture of Mr. Hamill.
I didn't even. Oh yeah, I'll go back to that. But
Back to
huh?
You can go back to that. Yeah.
Oh, I was still talking about whatever we were talking about that I've forgotten now.
So I said it was 17 minutes for that movie.
Oh, the man who talked to his
The
bulb. Are
man
you
who
sure?
talked to his
Does it say 17? Are you sure it doesn't say 7?
17M from 2011.
That seems a little long. I don't remember it being that long.
Yeah, well, that's what she said, but
Eek.
Let's summary. Let's see. No,
But yeah,
doesn't.
well, he's the one. Yeah, he's the one. That's the whole thing with the first movie there, the Scenes in the Night or whatever. That was the one with the whole accidental dick pic. And even after that, he had me because he knew it was a complete mistake and complete accidental and all that shit. Like I think it was like 8 months later, he asked me to do that little man who talked to his bulb because he knew I wasn't some fucking scummy douche like that. The man who talked to his bulb. Is there a still? Is there a?
No. For some reason. No. No, it's blank, and when you click it, it goes to like this something that they're promoting right now called Boy Kills World.
Oh, he might have taken it
Yeah.
down.
I
don't know. Either way,
I don't know.
whatever.
It goes to whoever Bill Skarsgård is.
I don't even know what you're talking about now.
No, when you click.
No, I know. Now I do.
Yeah.
I know what you mean by it goes to that show there. Yeah, I get that. But
To whatever that is, yeah.
It's
a movie.
why.
Now playing only in theaters.
But there's no thing. But there's no page now for the man who talked to his bulb. That's what I'm saying. He must have taken it down.
Yeah, it doesn't even have the plot. Like I tried to look for the plot, and it doesn't. They took that down. Plot summary, nothing.
Huh.
It goes to that new movie, Boy Kills World. Maybe he's got something to do with that. I don't know. Runtime 17 minutes.
He has nothing.
Okay.
No.
And
he just took it down because he realized, it's a piece of shit and it shouldn't be up there anymore.
Damn, so it's not on YouTube or anything?
I don't know. I might have a copy of it on my old hard drive.
Watch us search our phones. This is the kind of stuff people watch, I think. Bill Skarsgård played IT. Oh, my dick pics are accidental. Bill played IT. Oh, not IT. Sorry.
Yes.
We have IT troubles at work, so I think that's all I see. All right, so. Oh, that guy? That's Bill Skarsgård. So he's the.
You've seen him in a bunch of shit.
Now I see his face here, and I'm like, that's who that is. That's why his name is on here, because he's the not headliner. He's the top billing for this movie.
Right.
Boy Kills World. Pennywise, yeah. Gotcha.
No, but what I was looking for was that I had actually, it came up in my memories a long time ago, a picture, a still from the man who talked to his bulb, and I thought it was on Facebook, and that's what I'm doing. I'm scrolling through my shit to send it to you.
The only picture that comes up of you for that man who talks to his bulb is you in Panopticon.
Which makes no sense.
Right.
I probably scrolled by the fucking thing and missed it.
Anywho.
Yeah, take over, Mama.
Back to this.
Why won't this let me share? Why won't this let me fucking share?
I don't know.
You're such a bitch.
We're still learning. We're too old for the internet.
We also got, an hour and 10 minutes to kill. I know I'm going to find it soon in the picture too.
Maybe. Maybe we should get serious, Wayne. Maybe the problem is that we're too funny, so people just, can't handle it. Or how about we just
they need a break every once in a while.
how about we just sit quietly for the next
We should
hour and
probably
10
meditate.
minutes? It's just not say anything for the next hour.
If that's what something Phil would have done in 1990, in the 95, 96.
Tired?
Oh, I found it, baby. I found
What?
it.
What?
I found a picture of a man who talked to his bulb.
All right, send it to me because we can't. This thing holding up the phone to the camera, and
Oh, I ain't doing
that's
that.
something my
I'm doing-
grandmother
no,
would do.
I just have
Okay.
to. I just have to. I have to give it a bris. I have to trim it.
Okay, that's what I thought you were saying, but I just wanted to make sure.
All right,
I
what
didn't know
else?
you were a moil.
I didn't know you were. Yeah, this goy is trimmed. Fabis and a goyim.
Ooh. Okay.
Hurry up, quicker, motherfucker! My phone is acting like it's 1994 AOL, and I'm starting to
I
piss
got
me off.
my email
Oh,
open.
it's because I've got too many fucking
I'm
videos now. I've got too many
waiting.
clips on this damn thing, soaking up all its fucking energy. All right, here it comes. Oh, you want it email or you want it WhatsApp?
Email, because then I could just
Okay.
pull it out of here.
Oh, that
Put it
sounded
over there.
disgusting. That sounded so disgusting. I don't know what I have pulled up to fucking play. Son of a bitch. Shit. I didn't know if I had Sports Centers next. All right, it's coming, baby. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. I swear to God, next time I'm with a woman, I'm gonna make that fucking sound when I orgasm.
This show has no structure.
No, especially not my brain. Right. And guess what? After I send you these
Structure.
things,
There's no rules. Everybody can just drink and do whatever they want and just go crazy.
there's rules. There's just no rulers. It's anarchy.
I be waiting.
Oh, you be having.
What?
I know I
What do you
send.
Wait a minute. What are you sending me again?
A couple. I sent you a couple pictures. One of them is my dad, and one of them is from the man who talked to his bulb. A still from the man who talked to his bulb.
The man who talked to his butt. Oh, bulb. Okay.
Oh no, that was a different movie I did.
I have that picture.
I didn't want to put that one on IMDb either.
Of you talking to your butt?
Oh yeah,
Talking
that one's
to
on
your
it. That
butt?
was on my OnlyFans, which doesn't exist.
Oh, maybe you should do that. And then if you do start an OnlyFans, can you please promote the podcast? Put you could put the logo like right on your butthole.
And that's the sound every time.
When you spread your cheeks.
Yeah, when I spread my cheeks and the logo
can
comes
see the
out.
waving
Yeah,
interest.
but then you'll also hear.
Oh man.
It'll be hilarious. Oh,
I
speaking
swear.
hilarious. Speaking of hilarious, you got a picture of him.
Hilarious? Ooh, hilarious.
My dad.
Oh yeah, hold on. It's I'm working on it.
It's loading. It's getting ready for a load.
It is.
Holy cowly.
I'm gonna do it like this. Here we go. Because this.
So that was a good. Oh, is this cinco or seis? I've lost count. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Seis. There's 2 in the kitchen. I got 2 in the butt and 2 in the sink. 3 in the sink. No, 2 in the sink, 3 in the butt. What is it?
I'm
No.
doing it like this
No,
because
what is
this
it?
is perfect. They even
Trying to
have
be
this.
funny with that Ozzy Osbourne song. What the hell is it from the 90s? What the hell was that shit? Bird in the thing in the basket. What? It puts the lotion in the basket.
I don't know.
Oh, I see what you done.
Uh-huh.
Right there. Yeah, there's my dad. Yeah, I got a piece, so yeah. I'll be right back. I got cigarettes, so I won't have to do that. I'll be right back.
He has no bladder control. I swear. Like I can sit here for 3 hours. The only thing is that I started drinking the wine before we started the podcast. So, oh, he has the pictures up. Before we started the podcast, so, I had to go. But, and my dog needed medication. So that was the other reason for me taking a break. But otherwise, I mean, I have done a whole 3 hours without going to the bathroom. Because I have bladder control. I swear. Maybe he does need medication. You know what it is? He's drinking tea with whatever in it. And tea has caffeine. Caffeine is a diuretic. That's his problem. When you watch this back, Wayne, now you'll know. So that's the issue. Because tea makes you pee. See? Oh, and you'll remember it that way because it rhymes. He's been rhyming a lot lately. I don't know what that is. Sometimes. Could have been a stroke. But he's been rhyming a lot lately. But tea makes you pee. So if you remember that, you'll know. Because of the pee. I mean the tea, not because of the pee. Anyway. Can you hear him back there? Let's see if we can hear him peeing. No, he's coming back though. I was going to let him talk about it. That's his dad. And that's Harrison Ford. And that's... You never knew Harrison Ford was a bowler.
WIOD. We're not Miami's #1 station. But hey, we can't speak Spanish.
Hi, this is G. Gordon Liddy, and they don't come any worse than Neil Rogers.
Sorry. It's my rejoin now.
I bet you didn't know Harrison Ford was a bowler.
No, but I knew he fucking he sold weed to a lot of people. What?
Harrison Ford? Oh my gosh.
He was a weed dealer back in the day.
Was he?
Absolutely. He fucking, there's a picture of him with Jim Morrison somewhere, I believe. I think he was he did some shit with the Doors for one show or two.
Wow.
But I noticed that when I walked out and I saw that on the TV. We're like, what you got there? Did you remember me saying that my dad reminds me of Harrison?
Yeah, that's why I put them. Look at them side by side.
I just couldn't remember when the hell I said that to you, so that's why I was like.
They have the same nose and the same smirk, like the same facial.
As they got, it got even closer as they got older. Like I said, in Force Awakens, I mean that is almost at the same time. It's like that's watching my dad in that movie.
He looks a lot like him. Yeah.
It was pretty funny.
Look, 1987. That's when I graduated high school.
Give me a tick. I just.
A what? What? What happened? I don't know what's going on. He needed a moment. He needed what? What happened?
That, kids, is why you don't smoke in the house, because you might drop a cigarette and it might roll under your desk.
Jeez. Good thing your floor isn't carpet.
No shit. And it used to be. See?
Oh,
It's
man.
one of the things you learn as you. That was one of the smokers back in the day. Their biggest mistake was living in carpeted houses. What? Where are we?
Everybody's house was carpet. I
So
remember.
gross. Yeah, that's where
We
most
had bright red.
Bright.
Allergies, yeah. Yeah, the first house my parents bought when I was 4, the carpet was bright red. It was a 70s thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then they had to replace it because my brother, the middle child, my mom was painting the the window,
Frame.
not the window sills but the frame. She was touching it up with silver paint and she spilled a tiny bit. She was gonna
Silver.
clean, yeah, because she was painting the window frame was silver, but mine are white now, but back then I don't know if
Yeah, mine
they
are
were
cracker too,
silver. Yeah.
and they're covered in cracker shades.
She dropped a tiny bit, but she was like, it's a spot where I could put a piece of furniture. I'm just going to clean up that spot. She ran to the kitchen to get some paper. My brother was in the room. He went in, he stepped in the paint, and he started walking. So he walked. I mean, in the time that she went to get paper towels to come back, he had walked from the room out to the hallway because the whole house was carpet. She had to replace the whole carpet. She said my dad came home and she was just crying because my brother had walked almost through the whole entire house with his silver feet. Yeah.
Silver feet.
Yeah, because
Oh.
he would go back and get more paint and then keep walking somewhere else.
Oh, that's gotta be that's gotta be the other fucking silver feet. That's gotta be the other subtitle for the whip. Silver feet.
My brother, he's an awesome dude now, but when he was a kid, oh my God. He was the kind, like, my parents would tell him something and he would go, no, and then he'd run, like, oh shit. Oh my God. He's the one that the
And then they
skateboard.
neutered him.
He's the skateboard one, the one that skateboarded over fresh asphalt and got burnt. That's him. That's the one. He used to
I
he used
I
to
see a correlation here.
Yeah. He used to climb up the door, what do you call it? The door frame. Like he would go all the
door
way up to the
jamb.
top, the door jam. And I thought about that too. And he'd sit up there,
Now I'm hungry.
all the way up at the top of the door jam because he thought he was Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. I did the same thing when I was a kid.
And then you'd walk, and he'd be up there and he'd be like,
Yep.
you'd walk by. Yep.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
Now,
Well,
did he did he go this far? Because at the same time, I was also watching a lot of Tarzan movies.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember was it the bobby pins that I would use? I don't know what I would do, but basically I would watch those. I'd go get 2 washcloths. They're brown, and I would put in with like pins. My mom's some kind of pins. I don't know. I was probably like 7, 8 years old, and on the side, so I had like running around in a loincloth. I'm jumping around like I was fucking Tarzan.
Oh man. No, we
What
used
a
to
little
play that.
douchebag.
We used to play Tarzan. Like I'd make them like pies with like mud and leaves, him and my 2 brothers. And I was Jane, my brother was Tarzan. What else
Yuck.
did he do? Well, I mean,
Mud and leaves and incest. Ew, this is one
And
hell of a porn. No, I
do
know
you know
what you
what
mean. You were
else
making
he had?
quicksand, right? You're
I don't
making
know. I
quicksand.
just
Yeah, that's what you're
mud.
making
I
quicksand.
make
That
a
was the thing.
pie.
You had to get stuck in quicksand and
It's a
somebody had
pie.
to pull the other one out. Ew, just keeps getting euphemism-ish. What?
They had my brothers had you remember Stretch Armstrong?
Oh, yeah. That's what I
Yeah.
called my penis.
Yeah, they had a Stretch Armstrong and they eventually they cut it open to see what was inside to make it stretch. Yeah.
We all did that. We all turned into surgeons with
Yeah.
that motherfucker. What is this? But go back to the Tarzan thing.
Mhm.
In the backyard of my house in Virginia, it was my house, even though I was 8. There was this perfect fucking tree, and the first big branch, I guess, seeing how it was little, it was probably 6 feet maybe up there. and it was a thick one.
Mm-hmm.
And for Christmas or some gift that I got at whatever, I don't know if it was a birthday or Christmas or whatever, I got a Tarzan ladder, and it had the rungs were this hard plastic, and it was a strong rope, and you could hook it to anything and really attach it. My dad set it up really good to where it was, didn't have to worry that thing wasn't loose at all. And I would use that. That's how I would climb up to the tree. I wouldn't climb the tree. I had a ladder to get up to that first branch, and then I would go up to the top of the tree and just fucking do this and look over all the top of the houses and just fucking do this shit. And it was wild. It was cool.
Oh wow.
And speaking of that, oh shit, I said it. I also had there was construction, there was all kinds of shit. So there was plywood and things. There was big squares of plywood, and at the bottom of the tree, because it was all, we'd all hang out there when we weren't in the tree. My friends would, when they were over, right? We're talking 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, and there was one point where we took the square plywood thing and we built like a ship. It was like our Millennium Falcon is how we thought of it, because it was the whole Star Wars thing. It had it to where it had a little square in the front where you could see, like, it was a little screen, and it was basically looking at my house, and in there, and we had this stuff to where like a little lever for the thrust, forward, backwards, that whole thing. Anyway, it was just a goof, it was nothing. But there was one time when I was in there, almost like I was fucking tripping. I don't know, there was some connection to where this got activated or whatever. And there was like 10 seconds by myself when I was just in there playing fucking. Well, there was like 10 seconds where that felt real. Right? And this is, I'm talking 78, 79-ish, whatever. And then that movie, Forever Young, with Mel Gibson and Jamie Lee Curtis and George Wendt and Elijah Wood when he was little. He's the little kid, right? He's got this tree house in the back of the house, and Mel Gibson's character is a pilot, and they become friends and the whole thing, and he's helping him. So, and remember, and there's the scene when they're in the tree house when he's like, teach me how to fly. And the two of them, they're in there, and he's like, oh, blah, 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 and that whole thing. And there's this moment where they kind of do it, where like Elijah, and you can see it in his face, like, wow, this feels real. Every time when I see them, I know that feeling. It's kind of like that first time I got high, didn't know it, and then and then when I was 15, did it on purpose. But oh, I know this feeling.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I love that fucking movie, Forever Young. Such a great flick, especially that one when they've befriended him already, and he's supposed to be a secret in the fucking treehouse. And then something happens to where he has to help Jamie Lee Curtis, but when she's by herself in the house, and he does. And then they get to talking, and everything's fine. They don't even know what's going on. And then the kids come home, and as soon as they open the door, blah, 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 and they just drop their books. And the way they drop their books, it's just so fucking hilarious, because they're like, oh, shit. It is so goddamn funny. That movie is so good.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I've seen that one.
I gotta see if that's on Paramount or Amazon, or maybe free on YouTube. Somewhere where I ain't paying for the motherfucker.
All right, before we talk about Mark Hamill.
Douchebag. Oh, there it is. You got it. Why is it? I hit add to stage. Why you didn't do it? Yeah, that's from the man who talked to his bulb. That's part of where I had to, this whole thing, illumination, all this shit. He built this whole thing in this room where the walls were covered in words and shit. And I had to sit there and peck away at the typewriter. And I was just making shit up as I was typing. All right, you're typing this here and this and that and blah, blah, blah. Okay, sure. And I'm just, because I already knew, because I took typing in high school. So I was actually typing pretty quick. It wasn't like some little tick, 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 tick.
And you're naked.
And I'm in my underwear. I do have underwear on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was this whole thing that he did, and it's this spiral to where it just keeps going, and then when the light goes out, it's like, it's kind of like, which I hate to say it because I can't fucking stand Hanks anymore, but it's kind of like a whole Wilson. The bulb is kind of like a Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
We had fun shooting it. There's some cool spots of it, but as a whole, it's a piece of, I don't know. Maybe it's good. Who knows? Maybe it's good. I don't know. Maybe it's good. I don't know. Maybe it's good. I don't know. Maybe it's good. I don't know.
Oh my God, he's stuck. Everybody, hold on.
Thank you. Thank you for lifting the needle.
The man who talked to his bulb.
It was the needle and the spoon in a trip to the moon. Took me away. Love took me away. Oh, there is one serious douchebag to the left. Oh, and then see that thing there. What I would do there to back in the day when I thought he was cool, like then.
Mm-hmm.
What I would do is my dad's V-neck T-shirts were basically like that size on me. So what I would do is I would take one of his, he had a stack of white ones, and I would just cut them right down the middle, and it was just like that on me because the sleeves came down to my fucking forearms, and I would just fold it over, and I had a white robe as a little kid, and I just used the white robe to keep it closed. But then I had my little holster that I got for Christmas once that I used because it had a gun on it, and then I had I didn't know it, but I had a little fucking flashlight, and like say on the bottom of it, the little bottom flipped out and had a little hook on it.
Mm-hmm.
And oh shit!
That was your lightsaber?
Yeah. Because then I hung it off the belt because then the little hooks, the hooks for drapes. Because I remember my mom had these things, and they had these little thing where you could slide right in, but then it had a hook on the side because it would slide down on something. It had this thing, and it fit right on the belt on the side, slid right on the belt, and it had the hook, and I had that hanging. And I basically looked like this fucking douchebag in a different shot.
So why did he come to mind that you put him on the thing?
What's that?
Why did he come to your mind that you put him on the notes? Mark Hamill.
Because of his disgusting tweets.
Oh, I don't even.
Politically, he is a complete jerk off and an idiot. Yeah, right there, he's playing a movie all about rebels. One of the most famous movies all about rebels.
Mm-hmm.
And he basically all his tweet. He's for the empire. It's pathetic.
Mm-hmm.
He's a pathetic cunt.
I don't see any of his stuff. I guess I should look and see what he's posting.
I usually don't either, but he was because I muted him. But he was. I muted him a long time ago because I got tired of just commenting on his tweets saying you're a fuckbag. But he was trending because of his stupid tweet about his many stupid tweets, but his newest one was something about Biden is the best president ever.
I just saw that one.
What?
I just saw that.
Oh my God. Is this turned into a parody account? Are you fucking kidding me? Anybody who thinks that is one serious piece of dog shit or seriously ignorant, then I feel bad for him.
Maybe he's getting a kickback from that $61 billion that was just sent over to
definitely getting
Ukraine.
paid. He's definitely anybody at this point, anybody that's saying anything good about that kind of side, they're getting paid.
Yeah.
Or if you're not getting paid for doing that, wow.
You're an idiot.
You're the next definition of idiot.
Ridiculous.
Good God, imagine that. Jesus Christ, people thinking that this mindset, like they're Robin Hood. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You think you're the Robin Hood? Oh my God! All you're doing is sucking fucking stormtrooper cock.
That's it.
Stormtrooper cock. Yeah, that's the next porn I'm gonna do, by the way. And I'm gonna do it with this mask on.
Oh yeah.
Are you ready? Do I have it? Is it ready? Oh shit.
It's perfect. Just leave it like that.
Are you ready for some stormtrooper cock? Even though I don't look like a stormtrooper, I still look like a cross between Venom and Breadpool. Oh, speaking of which, we are going to have chicken thighs, and plenty of M&Ms with peanuts, because we only do the M&Ms with peanuts, because without, what the fuck is the point? It's like having syrup with no milk. It's stupid. What else will we have? We'll have pop brownies and peanut butter cookies as well, because peanut butter, that's where it really sticks. Where if you're gonna have marijuana edibles, marijuana is actually a bad word. It's a racist word, actually. Marijuana is bad. Do not say that. It's cannabis. If you're gonna have cannabis edibles, you should do the peanut butter cookies, because for some reason the peanut butter has some kind of thing to where they don't get the cookies don't get too stiff, because most of the time you want it stiff, but cookies, you don't want them too stiff. Some people do, but it's a rarity. They stay soft, because if you do the cannabis cookies with the chocolate chip ones, they get hard real quick, which is good, especially if you're a power bottom. So, but if you want, a cookie that stays as a real cookie, do the peanut butter thing. If you get sick of the brownies, you go back and forth between the brownies and the peanut butter. Where was I? I don't remember. Cannabis cookies. Where was I? What was I? I don't know. That little rant.
You were giving us a menu.
I don't know. I started losing my breath. Man, I couldn't breathe under that goddamn mask. No wonder Ryan Reynolds is such a pissy cunt. Promo.
Oh my God.
217. Mark the tape, George. Jorge, can you believe they're both gone? Jesus Christ. Every once in a while when I remember that. Like, even George is gone. Man. And speaking of the fuck...
What?
Can you find me a new phrase besides speaking of? The Godfather. With Jorge Rodriguez.
Mm-hmm.
He and I were the ones that started the meeting, because we took the saying from the Godfather, the meeting of the five families.
Mm-hmm.
That whole thing that started with oh shit, my best man, his wife, or his husband, yeah, Sue and stuff. Where it started at that bar near the radio station in Hollywood, which I can't remember what the fuck its name was, but it doesn't matter. They had great buffalo shrimp and the best blue cheese. They had the perfect blue cheese. It was awesome. But that's what it was started as, and then it grew into this fucking thing every Friday night where it was 10 to 15 people instead of just the 5. But that's
nice.
how Jorge. Yeah, that's how it was originally coined, the meeting of the 5 families.
That's cool.
Because we were such Godfather fans. Oh, and when I was watching Coda, when I was watching the re-edit of Godfather 3, Johnny Fain, I had to stop and go, wait a minute, because I'd forgotten. It'd been a while since I'd seen it. Johnny Fontaine is in it. Mm-hmm. Johnny Fontaine is the Frank Sinatra character from the first movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, was he in part 2? And I've got this trivia wrong, but no, he wasn't in 2. So the trivia still is, if you we've been saying it for a while, but yeah, the only 4 actors to be in all 3 Godfather movies, not being a little stuff in, like, James Caan is in Godfather 2, but that's a thing that they shot at the end where Marlon Brando was supposed to be a part of as well. Bringing him back, and that wasn't something from the first movie. That was something they shot for part 2. So Caan, was in both, but then also he wait, and there was stuff, and of course he wasn't in 3. But anyway, yeah. So, and that third one is everybody gets the original 3, of course, which is Michael and Kay and Connie. MCK, but Al Neary, because he only had fucking 5 lines, I think, in a total of 3 movies. They always missed Al Neary.
You have a Mr. Beckham.
In a world where Space Force is the most trusted government agency. They call me One Take Weenus, because I get it on the 3rd. I actually got that one, didn't I? I got that on. Yeah,
that was good.
I think all the inflections were correct.
Mm-hmm.
I could go a little darker though. In a world, now that sounds campy. In a world where Space Force is the most trusted government agency. Oh, yeah, that's right. We didn't even play all that Don LaFontaine shit from 134. Susie's eating like she's Neil Rogers on the air.
I'm hungry. I just had some charcuterie and that was it.
Oh, I had some coochie too, but it's been like 3 months. Oh, we're talking about 2 different things?
I don't eat no coochie. Oh my God.
Oh, why did I not have that ready? I don't know.
This guy, Mr. Pointer. Mr. Pointer.
222 promo. I know there's a whole bunch of promos through this, but I know there's 3.
I'm writing it down.
There's 3 that I've called out the time. Jesus Christ! I don't eat no coochie. Yeah, because you just want to. Yeah, there was a coochie I had at one time where that's all I kept thinking. Oh, not remove. I meant to add. You fucking dick.
Smash those motherfuckers into junk.
You know why? Because the bitch had an IUD, and it felt like every time I went forward, it felt like somebody's going ding and biting the head of my pecker. And I said, "Listen, lady.
Smash those motherfuckers into junk.
Get rid of that goddamn thing." It was so, God. Man.
I never had one of those. But I will tell you, they had to sew my cervix for me to keep Sarah from coming out too early. And that, every time she would move her, so when she was head down up against my cervix, every time she would push those, because it's just like fishing wire, basically, is what they use. And they tie it, and it's got little rabbit ears. And so when she would push, the ends of that wire would like dig into somewhere, and I would feel it. And I was like, oh. Yeah, that was fun. Fun.
Hi, I'm Dr. Drew. Oh my God. Jesus.
It's called a cerclage. It's French. They like torture.
Like the opposite of a circumcision.
No.
A cerclage instead of I don't know. You said as soon as I heard the sir.
Circle. That's what it means. So they take the tip of the cervix and they sew around it. Sew it shut.
Because she was coming out too early?
Yeah. So I have what's called an incompetent cervix. Thanks. I had to bring it up now. It's an incompetent. So it just opens on its own.
Does he get unemployment?
I wish.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant disability.
Yeah. So it would just, so in order to keep her in there, they had this
How early was this?
19 weeks they had to put in. Yeah. And then they leave it in until 37 weeks. Then they take it out. And like by then, after 37 weeks, babies are considered full term. So as soon as the doctor cut it and she's like, okay, we're taking it out. She's like, I'll probably see you in the hospital, tomorrow or something. She hung on for another 4 weeks. They had to induce me because after that, it was like, oh, it's okay. She's going to just hang out there.
Man, it sounds like a really bad case of constipation.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Thanks, Sarah.
I know, right?
Hey, there's a little promo for you to use. In that little story, anytime she gets bitchy at you again, just hit play on your phone. Listen up, kid. This is what you did. Anyway.
Yeah.
Fuck, I forgot where I was going with that. Wow, how typical.
I don't know. We talked about IUDs and.
Oh yeah, that
cervixes.
felt like a little goddamn robot fucking biting the head of my dick. Wayne, why do you only want oral from me? Gee, let me think. Because you don't have braces, and you don't have a metal fucking mouth in the back of your esophagus. Oh, it sucked. Oh, it was awful. Like, man, it was like you couldn't even. It was like, because when as a dude, when you're with a lady, you have a partner. You're thinking, sex is going to come fairly until we get married. Everything's, it's going to happen fairly regularly. But then when you're like, I don't even fucking want it. I'm afraid. It almost started. There's a couple times, I swear to God, speaking to. Oh, I did it again. I asked you to look for another phrase for me instead of speaking of. I'm kidding. No, it's not you.
Take me to.
The fucking. Sometimes I would think, when it was fucking like I'm alien. I was thinking of an alien. That's what it was. It was like an alien head going and then biting on the head of your dick.
Or like that movie, Teeth. Did you ever see? I didn't see it, but I saw the promos for it.
No, I don't know.
It's about a movie. It's a movie about a vagina with teeth.
Oh, yes, I had one of those. Yeah. She was a substitute teacher.
Oh my God.
A vagina with teeth. Oh, when I was a
I think
kid.
it was like a Japanese movie.
Of course, they are some filthy motherfuckers there.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I have Japanese ink on my arm, because I like them. Was it Daniel Steele books? Those Lucky, I think, was the book. Lucky was the character. I think it was Daniel Steele or whatever. My mom used to read that shit. And of course,
Daniel Steele. Mm-hmm.
Was that what it? But Lucky, was that one of those? Or was
I don't know.
Another author.
I didn't
One
read
of
them,
those.
but I remember her name. Mm-hmm.
Where they had, each chapter or every other chapter had a really hot spot where, like, especially for a fucking 13, 12-year-old kid going, whoa, what did I just read there? And it was the Lucky ones on that. Lucky was not the first book. It was basically it was kind of like the Godfather sort of shit. It was a power family, whatever, anyway. But Lucky was the daughter. And I know she was a redhead. But anyway, there was this whole thing when she got to be older and, and she started sleeping around or whatever. And there was a thing, I remember reading this whole thing. And one of the men described her as, she had a pussy that would talk to you, that could talk to you or whatever. Like, what? That's what you reminded me of when you said vagina with teeth.
With teeth. You know. The good thing is that if the vagina has teeth when she talks, she won't lisp. Oh man, vagina
Oh,
ladies.
with that brings me to I watched shit, what year was it? It's about a decade ago. It was a PBA show. Or maybe it was older than that. It was much older maybe. And Nelson Burton Jr., who used to be the color guy, who was much older, and Randy Peterson took over for 25 years ago, whatever. He was on for one of the shows. I think it was a Tournament of Champions. I think it might have been the Tournament of Champions that Pete won in 2013. And you can just hear as Nelson, every time Nelson talked, because he was so much older, you could so tell that the teeth, that he had dentures, because he didn't really have teeth, because you could just hear the difference in his talking, where his teeth just kept rubbing. And those aren't real teeth. That's his dentures rubbing against the bottom of his mouth.
Oh man.
You could just totally fucking tell.
Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, when they don't fit right and they have to kind of like hold them in.
Yeah, man, just grind those motherfuckers down a little bit more, man. You know what I'm saying? And I feel very lucky at 52, still being pretty strong, and a smoker. That's what I get. Somehow I do get that a lot when I meet somebody new, and they're like, people that really look at teeth, and like, can I see your teeth? You say you're a smoker? How long? Well, since I was 15. What? You're a smoker?
Yeah.
You don't have smoker teeth. And now that I've said that on the internet, now tomorrow, I'm gonna be like, and I'm gonna have to have them all pulled. And then I'll be like Nelson Burton Jr. on the shows, where you can totally hear it when people have fucking new teeth. It's always, it's an older dude. There's many examples I've heard on TV, because I've watched too much fucking TV.
Yeah.
Choo choo train. Can you hear it?
No.
Hold on. Oh, I thought they were gonna toot
No.
one more time.
That was you farting.
Yeah, it was me.
I can hear the Disney choo choo every morning.
No, really? You're that close?
Mm-hmm.
Get out.
Yeah, it's right there. Like I can hear it. The Magic Kingdom choo choo train that goes around the Magic Kingdom. Yeah.
You are that close.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Jesus.
I can walk over to the Disney cast member parking lot. It's like right there.
Oh, I thought you were
Right there.
I thought you were like 10 miles away. I didn't realize you were right there.
No, it's right. I mean, we can see the fireworks every night. It's like if the fireworks are in the back.
You got to record that for the whip sometime.
Okay, I will. There's actually a spot in our neighborhood we can park because it's higher. The ground is higher. So, and we can see, like, you can see the whole fireworks show from that spot because I'm lower. So I see it, but I don't see like everything. But if we go there's a certain spot we can go to and we can see the whole show. You can see the Contemporary from that same spot. The Contemporary Resort, the one that the monorail drives through.
I believe so.
It's at night it's completely lit, like the whole outside is lit.
Like me?
Yeah. So so you can see the Contemporary and then you can see all the fireworks from that spot too. That's pretty cool. I mean, New Year's is cool because you can see all the New Year's fireworks.
Yeah, the first time I saw those fireworks was 2001, because that was the day that we left after my ex-wife got the gig at CMT. The way we had to time it out, we left New Year's Eve, like 9 p.m. or whatever, Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood. 9, 10, somewhere around there. and we went through Orlando right around midnight with the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, are those fucking fireworks 3D? And we're like, what the fuck? That was the first time I saw that shit
Yeah.
as we were heading up
Really pretty
to
cool.
Nashville.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
2001. Wow. A Space Odyssey.
Yeah, there's like to come home if we drive through the Disney area, because we drive right between the Contemporary and the entrance to Magic Kingdom, like, to get here. And then when you pass the Magic Kingdom entrance, you pass Space Mountain, and literally you're like, I don't even think it's 50 feet from the street to Space Mountain, like when you're driving by. So it's like right there. Yeah. And then there's Tron, which is right behind Space Mountain.
Oh, I never did the Tron.
No, it's brand new. It's been maybe like a year now that it's been open, I think.
That's why.
Yeah.
I haven't left this fucking state in 4 years.
Wow.
Anniversary will be next month. I haven't left this fucking state. Have I gone? No, I haven't even gone to New Hampshire. And of course, I won't go to Quebec because I can't stand the French. So I'm totally joking. They won't let me because I don't have that V card. Or is that still in effect? Is that bullshit now? I don't even know.
I don't know.
I don't either. I hardly paid attention to it to begin with.
Yeah, well.
Boy, I tell you, do I feel vindicated. Man, I think that, speaking of the V from a few years ago, that whole fucking thing, the VLD, as they call it, or the CLD and then the V, right? Kind of like a DQPWCOP, no P.
Are you down with OPP? Is that what it is?
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit. The few times where I remember at work, in a workplace or in public, where I was 20 feet from somebody, and just pulling the fucking stupid mask down that didn't even work anyway because it said right on the box. And just breathing in, totally alone, 20, 30 feet away from me, and all of a sudden I hear this. And I remember taking it a couple of times. And then after that, everywhere I was, I just fucking let loose. But for some reason, there was never a phone fucking recording.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them, it was at work. And this dude, this fucking idiot, and especially, and even looked stupider, dumber, because he was like, out of all the employees while I was there that got it, he was one of them, and like the fourth one, and Mr. Mask, and there was a time when we were like 20 feet away. I'm all by myself doing that thing that we talked about earlier in the podcast, where the fucking barcode shit, where I was, having to use my phone to fucking look at shit because shit wouldn't read because it's all rubbed out or fucked up or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, wait, shut your fucking mouth. Shut your fucking mouth, you motherfucker. And then but of course at the time I look like the dick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Take the beating in the beginning, but that's okay. I'm used to it. Been doing it a while. Not that I'm always right, but I am. That's not true, but it is. There's a promo.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. That's not. Yes, it is. In a world where Space Force is the most ridiculous fucking thing on the planet.
Oh, no, it's not. Now there's a more ridiculous thing. Did you hear about the new one?
The what?
The new one that they have?
New one?
Now it's climate core.
Oh,
the climate core.
Oh,
That's
God,
even the
yes.
more
Yes.
ridiculous
Oh,
one.
my Jesus Christ.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, pinch and poke, you owe me a Coke.
Okay.
There was a thing, was it yesterday, I think I saw something with Al Gore. On my, there's the Twitter thing, there's the following and the For You. And I went to the For You thing, and for some reason, I get this thing from some school talking about how Al Gore is coming to speak, blah, blah, and so I immediately hit the comment going, how much is he getting?
Can't believe he's still
Probably
around.
about $250,000 to fucking sit there and run his fucking hole for an hour and a half. Oh, are you fucking serious? And we get what? We get a bunch of fucking claps.
Ridiculous.
And obvious hours and hours of proof of much better fucking entertainment and knowledge and education. We even have a cooking part of the show. Speaking.
Yes, we do.
I didn't
Yes,
finish.
we do.
At least I didn't finish the whole thing. I stopped myself. I think it's the paprika that might be bothering me. I think I might be putting too much paprika on my chicken thighs. Because I started talking about cooking, so it reminded me of food. Why would it do that? I don't know. Why wouldn't it remind you of a metal thing biting on your dick? I don't know. Something different. Maybe. I don't know.
How much paprika are you putting on your chicken thighs?
No, I just do a few taps.
Okay, that's not
just
gonna
do a
do
few.
anything.
I don't know. Maybe it's the combo. Maybe a little of that, because I also do the Italian seasoning and garlic powder, salt and pepper, butter, and I squirt lemon.
Yeah.
Oh, and on the chicken too.
Well, I don't know. The only thing you can do, just do salt and then figure out which of those seasonings is bothering you. One at a time.
I don't even think it's that. It's too much tea.
Speaking of tea, I was saying that I know why you pee so much.
Think of a new phrase, would you?
Oh, damn.
That one's good.
You know, tea has caffeine. It's a diuretic. That's probably why you pee so much.
It's also got a lot of sugar.
That too.
Yeah. Yeah, before my next doctor's appointment, I definitely have to take like 3 weeks off so everything looks normal.
You're cheating the system, Wayne.
Well, no, I do. One of the things I noticed the difference was when I first moved back here, because my mom's here for 3 months in the summer. So and she cooks, so the food changes for 3 months. So and I see my doctor twice a year. So I see her, earlier in the year, which is 6 months after I've just been eating on my own, and my blood work is always just fine. Everything is just fine. But then that October visit after my mom being here for a few months, and all the fucking pasta and all of like they look totally different. It's like two different dicks.
Oh man!
Like the 3-inch killer compared to the the 3.5-inch killer. Only because the skin's pulled back. Like David Lee Roth said in Panama. Oh, no, he said seat. Sorry. Pull the seat back. I think there's definitely some people out there that'll get that. Oh my God, 15 minutes till I can pee again. All right, it's all you. You want to take over again?
Can you see that?
Why did it skip? Oh, you're searching the internet.
Oh.
You're searching the internet. That's why it was skipping.
No, it's because I have this Twitter thing up. I paused it.
Oops. No, you can do it now.
Can you read it? Can you read the top there? Like, I can't.
You got to
Oh,
punch
hold
in.
on. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Mom, Dad, I've applied to join the American Climate Corps. Oh, yeah, I did see that. I'll be right back. Now play the actual again.
Oh man, hold on. Will it play? Yeah. Hilarious. Another way to spend all our money, people. All right, there we go. He just, what was it like? I don't even think it's been 30 minutes. I'm telling you, it's a shy bladder. I think that's a diagnosis. He's got a shy bladder. Yep. Everyone needs to comment on Wayne's shy bladder. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Oh, anywho, we're almost to 3 hours. Can you believe it? I can't believe it's been 3 hours. But anyway, what was I gonna say? I already told him he reminds me of my grandmother. Grandma Wayne. That's what I'm gonna call him from now on. So yeah. I gotta work tomorrow, everybody. We'll take a nap. There he is. Don't tell him we were talking about him.
I came back so fast.
You did.
WIOD. We're not Miami's #1 station, but hey, we can't speak Spanish.
Hi, this is G. Gordon Liddy, and they don't come any worse than Neil Rogers.
610.
I came back so fast I didn't even buckle my pants.
Good thing you waited till now to turn the camera back on.
What were you talking? What did I miss?
No, I just played that thing and then I don't know what I talked about. I think I talked about you and your bladder. Oh, you have a shy bladder. I think that's what it's called.
This is not shy at all. I mean, I had pee right on camera. Yeah, anyway,
I think you peed like 30 minutes ago. I don't think it hasn't been that long.
No, it hasn't been that long. But I've got 5 empty cans right here beside me. So I'm, when you really think about it, I'm getting rid of them as soon as they should be getting rid of. But while I was on the can and thinking of that ridiculous shit we were just talking about with the whole thing with the mask stuff and whatever, and there was one time I was working at a cannabis place, and there was this one customer where they would order online, and when they showed up, they would call and they'd be out in the parking lot. And I was told when I first started there, like, okay, so then it's the only time you really have to wear a mask. So put a mask on, and when they call, tell her the total, and then so you'll have the change to bring out to her. And what's going to happen? So when you go bring out to her, she's going to put her money in the windshield wiper thing, and then you take that and then put the change there for her to take.
What if you had
as we're standing
quarters
outside of the vehicle, and I'm like, are you fucking shitting me? Is this serious? I did it twice, and the third time when that order and the manager, and I told her, I said, I'm not, she's here, and either somebody else is going to do it, but if I'm going out there, I'm not putting on a fucking mask, and I'm not doing this bullshit. I ain't doing it. I'll bring out the fucking, the correct change and everything, because the bitch don't tip, but sure. And I went out there, she didn't say a fucking word. She still stuck her money in the windshield wiper thing, and I went, yeah, but I handed the change straight to her. I went, thank you very much. Yeah, see ya. Get the fuck out of here. Stop playing these baby games, this bullshit. Are you fucking serious? We're outside. Oh, I want to
Yeah.
step outside to put a mask on.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking God. And people put up with it because they're
Mhm.
dicks.
Yeah.
They're douchebags, and they need to get it through their head that they have been. And then, just like Michael Corleone in Coda or Godfather 3, whichever one, remember at the end, what does he do? He confesses all his sins and says, I know, that's what you got to do. Confess that bullshit. All that wrong stuff. I'm not talking silly stuff.
Yeah.
I'm talking stuff where you helped fucking ruin society. And went along with bullshit, even though some of these fucking people were 9/11 truthers that were doing this shit. Like, wait, how do you? What? It's the same government.
Yep.
I'm sorry, government.
I know that
Fucking believable. Go ahead, sorry.
here, they lifted all that shit early. But there were still businesses here that were like, you'd walk in and they'd be like, oh, you have to wear a mask. And one and I would be like, okay, see ya. We would just turn around and walk out. You're
Yeah,
not
you have
going to
to
get our
wear-
business then.
Yeah, you have to wear a mask to your seat, but then when you sit down, you can take it off. But then if you get up to go to the bathroom, you have to put it back on.
Mm-hmm.
What is this? What are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody, of course, that I was with in that time that I would go out with or whatever, and I'd be that one going, what? Shh, shh, no, man, no.
Yeah.
The shush is why it continues. You fucking dipshit.
Yep.
Anyway. And that's and a lot of these people, well, we can say this too. We can take it all the way to this. A lot of those people that were for the go along with it. Yeah, well, these are a lot of those are Jesus people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure Jesus would have been one of the ones going, shut up. You're stupid. Stop doing this. And all those people that were made to look like dicks that were recorded fucking, trashing people for the mask stuff and even going like this. It says it right here on the box. It says it right here. It doesn't even work. Shut up. And these are boxes of these same masks going into where you work, doctor's offices.
Yep.
Really? It says it right here on the box.
Well, yeah, when everything first started, that was the first thing I said to Juan when they started talking about masks.
Yes.
I'm like, why are they... The masks they're not going to do anything. They're not. The only reason in the hospital you would use it is, surgery. And that's only because you don't want to talk and breathe into an open, surgical wound.
Right.
And the other time was if you had a patient on reverse isolation where they were immune compromised. So if you had to go into the room to treat the patient, you had to mask up, for any kind of precautions or anything like that. But otherwise, there was really no, it's just stupid. Stupid.
That was a sick fucking joke.
But yeah.
And now that's another one. That's another thing I'm seeing a lot on Twitter is folks who have been what we're saying from the start, who are basically showing up people that are now talking about that who used to be for all that stuff and calling people dicks for not doing it and whatever and basically going back and grabbing their tweets and they're like, oh, COVID this good, see this, whatever. Didn't mean to say the whole word. And then you get these people going, sharing tweets from theirs from 2.5 years ago going, this you?
Mm-hmm.
Did you apologize yet, motherfucker? Dolly Parton? She lost it all done. And now, I've got a whole bunch of people around me that, are Dolly is, she's Queen Elizabeth to them. And now I'm like, fuck that whore. And no, she's a whore. She's a whore. Go look. She's a whore. Look at everything she said. Kind of like Stern. kind of like all of them.
Mhm.
Anybody that anybody that has a job in the media, because that's the only way you have a job is to lie. So when you tell the truth, bye-bye. Phil
Yeah.
Donahue. Remember Phil Donahue 23 years ago during the Iraq War. Phil Donahue got fired for telling the truth. They said it was because of low ratings, even though he had the highest ratings on the fucking network.
Mhm. Yep. You can't go against what they, what
You
they
can't
want
go
you to
again.
say. Yep.
I got this covered up enough. I could run again. I'm all out of cans, man. I kick him in the can. Oh, that's what I used to do.
Already?
I got
What?
more in the fridge. I just didn't bring it. I just ran out of, because usually when I take a pee, I go run and grab one more to, make sure I'm all set. And this time I ran back in because, I just didn't want to leave you alone.
Oh, good.
Anyway, so yeah, no, I still have some. But what was I gonna say? What was I saying? Oh, shit, that was a good. It was gonna be a good closer.
Well, it's too early to be a closer.
Well, we got
Unless
4
it's gonna
minutes,
be a
Mama.
long.
We got 4
Is it
minutes.
gonna be a long?
No, it wasn't gonna be that long. It wasn't gonna be as. No, it's definitely gonna be shorter than my penis.
Okay, it's perfect.
But what was it? What the hell was I saying? I didn't finish my Little League shit, because don't watch pro sports anymore. Little League is the only fun. Little League World Series is the only thing that's really fun to watch anymore. But I don't like how those fucking families still have to pay all that money that they make on the World Series now, the Little League World Series, ESPN, ABC, Disney, and then all those fucking families when they win and all that shit, they gotta fucking pay for their own shit to get there. It's all that money. Another ruined as well. Scratch that shit off the list too. NFL draft. Fuck you. Pro sports. Fuck you. LAPD. Fuck you. Just because LAPD. Fuck you all the time. Those are just memories. Silverfeet. Your brother. Silverfeet.
You were talking about Dolly.
Oh, Dolly Parton being a whore. All the whores. Oh, yeah. All the whores. You can see what they did. Pimping that shit. And are any of them apologizing? No. For all the injuries, blah, blah, blah. Oh, good. We haven't said the words, right? Keeping it right.
Yeah, you were talking about Phil Donahue when he got fired because he lied.
Oh,
Yeah.
Phil Donahue, and then, of course, Tucker, the most recent one, but there was also
Yeah.
Ed, somebody who used to be on MSNBC.
Mm.
I didn't agree with everything, but he was on the right track because he was the one. Was it something having to do with Bernie? Questioning something when they were fucking squeezing Bernie, even though Bernie let him squeeze him because Bernie's just controlled opposition, just like Trump is on the right. They don't do anything. They're just bullshit. It's just for the show. WWE in suits instead of tights. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's why they all need to go. Whole thing needs to crash and burn. New system. End of story. Jacques Fresco. The ideas of the Venus Project. Derek Broze, Broze. He's got some stuff where he talks about some other solutions that are pretty close, I guess. I don't know. I have to dig a little deeper. But Derek Broze, that dude does a lot of cool independent work. But yeah, the whole thing needs. Oh, I didn't mean to end it on such a fucking, on such a downer. But you know what? It is important. We all need to go to sleep, waking up, knowing that we're going to wake up thinking, shit's got to go. As Jacques Fresco said at the beginning of the third Zeitgeist movie, this shit's got to go. That's literally his line in the movie, like fucking 5 minutes in after this little animated thing that they did about him with his growing up and shit. It's very cool. He's more like Charles Xavier than Anybody else we got, baby? Hey, love you, brother.
Love you, sister.
James Corbett, Jimmy Dore, Russell. Nah, fuck Russell for now. He's getting a little too crazy. Kim, Glenn Greenwald, do dissidents, but look for yourself. Just fun babbling lecturers. Remember, all Neo, aka One Star Ran Long, had to bump comedian Drew Carey again. Thanks, Gary. Daddy loves you.
Messing with my peebles.
Alrighty then.